All right. Can you hear me out there? It might be a contentious one, dude. It might be a contentious one. I'm just saying. Okay? I just have Burger King drink today. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Okay? I went to the Giants game. Was hungry after I got Burger King, dude. Sue me. Sue me, dude. Diosa, what up? Look, dude. I got Burger King. That's it. Leave me alone. Alright? Why is my hair all... It's all in my eyes. You might see I still got a little bit of sunburn from the Ballers game. Okay? Still got a little sunburn. It's fine, dude. It's totally fine. It's cool. You know? It's cool, dude. How you guys doing? Angel Deuce, Bay Area Aviation, Jack, what up? Look, I'm trying to be in a good mood. I'm not in a good mood. The things going on in our country, it's terrible. So I do want to speak about that. You guys know I don't like to go super heavy political because this is an inclusive channel. Okay? This is a very inclusive channel. Everybody's welcome. Okay? But the fact that we got to deal with this tyrant and families are being torn apart. You know, kids are losing their parents and their grandparents being ripped away from them. Children are being sent off to countries they know nothing about. When we were a country built on immigration, immigration is the lifeblood of this country. And we were all immigrants at one point, unless you're 100% indigenous, which I doubt. And it's just one of many things. I've told you guys before, if you go watch a documentary about any fascist movement, it's all the exact same things. So if you happen to still support this dork-ass president, please go watch those and with an open mind. Because, you know, a lot of the people that supported those guys, they thought they were doing the right thing too. And look, it's not your fault. Fascism, part of that is propaganda and brainwashing and pitting people against each other. That's part of the game plan. We can just do better, man. As Americans, we got to do better. And I want to believe in the American ideal, but we're not living up to it. Okay? And look, I'm not trying to be heavy. I'm trying to goof around. But watching what's going on is heartbreaking. And this dork-ass president, dude. I don't know. Man. Try not to keep going on it, you know. And look, if I lose viewers, subscribers, whatever, I don't care, dude. My last video got 120 views, dude. Do you think it matters? It doesn't. But at least when the history books are written, they don't have to worry about me. They don't have to ask, well, what was he up? What was he saying? What was he thinking? I'm saying we got a dork-ass president, tyrannical, authoritarian moron. That's what I'm saying. Okay? People, you know, I actually saw a TikTok about it. Like, when I did the Pledge of Allegiance as a kid, we said liberty and justice for all. I meant that. Even people I don't like, man. Even if I don't like you, I still will fight for your civil rights and your social rights and your protections and your, you know, basic dignity and respect. I don't know why people are so hateful so bigoted. I mean, I guess I know why they're taught to be, because that's part of the game, you know? Teach people to hate people, and then the rich people can keep running off with the bag. That's basically the game. Hashtag dork ass president. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, man, but look, from here on out, I'm trying to be more involved. Not really with this channel necessarily, but this channel is my favorite thing on this channel is the history, and that I'm always going to be honest with the history. I'm not just gonna be a nationalistic idiot. So I mean, I guess that's what I can do with the channel, but I want to get more involved. Part of me is like, I wouldn't say FOMO, but it's like there's a guilt of not being in LA during all this stuff, because like I wish I could be part of that and help. But man, like, all my love and thoughts with all the families being ripped apart, and it's just shameful. It's a shameful moment in our history, in our country's history, and we've never as a country lived up to the ideals that we preach as a country, but we've been a lot closer at other points in time than this. Shot Simple, what up? Look, man, this is an inclusive channel. I love everybody. Look, I got my pride hat on for Pride Month. I'm just a hetero white dude. I'm super normal. All right, it's not normal. I guess that's kind of derogatory. It's just like I'm just regular hetero, what you expect, right? But I will support anybody who's going through it. And the fact that people get hated on and people try to like take away their rights. There's plenty of old sayings you can look up from, MLK and other people much smarter and accomplished than I. But what's the one quote? Martin Luther King, it's like, an injustice anywhere is a threat to injustice everywhere. And we got this dork ass president, man. And I hope we can get through this, and I hope it doesn't keep escalating to something much worse, although I think that's definitely a possibility. And I don't want that, man. I want to go to Disneyland with my niece. I don't want to have to go through all this, but and look, what's funny is like, man, I've been super depressed all week, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm gonna be vulnerable right now, but like, my last video I just put out this week, bro, it barely hit 100 views, and I'm just like, damn, I've been doing this for almost 9 years, man, and I can't even get 100 views. Like, you guys don't understand how much I've sacrificed. Like, I've lost relationships. I've had girls leave me because I was focused on other things and trying to make something of myself. Like, I go to work all day, I come home, and I pretty much edit every single night. I want to say in the last year, I've tried to like find more time to take nights off or like take a day off to go to a game or something like that. But like, for the most part, I do this constantly, and I'm like, damn, like 9 years, I can't even get 100 views. Like, how pathetic is that? Like, I was all depressed about that, and then I start seeing videos of like, I mean, obviously Palestine and what's going on in Gaza. That's already heavy on my heart. So I see those videos, and then I see ICE just ripping families apart, just following orders, right, to rip families apart. I see our dork ass president, trying to federalize our National Guard in California. Like, if you don't see how that's fascism, like, I don't know what else. Until the boot's on your neck, I don't know how else to warn you. But I see all that, and I'm just like, man, who cares, bro? Just do the videos out of love, Like, don't worry about your views, bro. It's more, I'm not being ripped away from my family. You know what I mean? I'm not being bombed. I'm not being genocided. And here's the thing, man. Like I said, I'm inclusive, so I know anti-Semitism is a terrible thing, and it's rampant in this world, but that doesn't give them the right to be an oppressor and to commit a genocide either. I don't know. It's just the world right now, and Ukraine too. Like, it's just a lot of bad things. There's still conflicts in Africa. Like, it's just, what is going on, man? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not gonna worry about my views too much, bro. Like, real ones love history, arrogant ones don't. True. Love the Giants pride hat. Thank you, man. This one's from last year. I actually prefer this year's because this one's hard to see because it's like dark on the top and bottom. But look, man, I'm super hetero. I know gay people, but I'm not like ingrained in that culture. I know some trans people. I don't know them that well. I'm not like close with them or anything like that. But like, I'm gonna support civil rights no matter what, man. Like, no matter what. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're someone I freaking hate, dude. Just because, like, personal reasons, like, not like you're a bad person, but like, if I just don't like you for who you are or whatever, like, I'm still gonna fight alongside with you for your civil rights. Are the topics on the upper right correct? Oh no, they're not. Thank you. I forgot to update it. Here, I'll update it right now. Sorry. We're on State of the Union now. Yeah, both sides are off. Both sides of condemnation on this country, and people are taking. I don't do the both sides thing, man. I think one side is clearly much, much worse. I'm not an enlightened centrist. I'm not registered. I'm independent, right? Like, I definitely think both parties suck, but like, one is a complete fascist movement trying to take over this country and hurt people, and the other just wants to try to, like, expand access to healthcare and fund education. That's, just because they're cool with like trans people playing sports is not nearly on the same level, in my opinion. What's up, Connor? One side is imperfect, one side is fascist. Yeah, I agree. And look, I have plenty of criticisms of the other side. Plenty. But I don't think they're trying to destroy their country for their own gain either, which I think the other side is. Come deep on work great about coworkers. Yeah, man, it's terrible. Some of the best people I know, some of the best people I've ever met were undocumented. Some of the best people, man. And look, I'll fight for them. It's a lot more than you get. Thank you, Stumpo. It's very nice of you. Praying for an asteroid. People aren't talking enough about what's going on in the Congo. Yeah, man, Africa. Like, I'm not well versed in it either, but I know there's some really terrible things happening in Africa right now too. Ukraine's recent operation showed them they're still alive. Look, Ukraine's been doing their thing, man. Like, I think what people don't understand too about like the Ukraine conflict, with the Ukraine conflict, like, and they're like, oh, we shouldn't fund them. They got to fight their own wars. Like, first of all, when have we ever not gotten involved? So like, to pick and choose now, to cherry pick just because Putin has his tentacles in our guy is ridiculous. But also, just learn World War II history, man. Like, this is a chance to stop Hitler at Poland. That's what this is. We've seen this before. This is not there. It's not like people are like the other NATO and all that is not getting involved just because we know where this leads. Like, first it's Ukraine, and then it's the whole rest of Eastern Europe that Putin's gonna say he has claim to. So no, yes, fund Ukraine. Send my tax dollars to fight Putin. Oh God, dude, I love when my tax dollars go to fight the bad guys. And look, it doesn't always. Sometimes we're told it's bad guys and it's not. But that's a bad guy. All right? And I'm a good guy. scary out here. It's weird people acting like this isn't fascism. Yeah, exact, bro. You just gotta learn history. That's all. You just gotta learn history. Positives in life. You're right, bro. I'm trying. I try to do that. Think Obama will run? I mean, he shouldn't. I don't want anyone, whether it's a guy I support or gal I support. I don't want anyone to overrule law and order and like our constitution. Like, I'm not the type like it's okay if we do it because they did it. Nah, man. I don't want this to sound the wrong way with this administration. He's really glad to be a straight white guy. I mean, look, we got it easier. That's why it's important for us to be allies. I have a Mexican and Latino background. I saved my ass with being bilingual. Bro, they're awesome people, man. So I'm in the undocumented community. I fear every day. Yeah. I wish you could be more of a peacemaker on the world stage. We should be, bro. For prez, I would be a terrible president. I would be an awful president. I don't know, man. Look, just take care of your loved ones. Take care of your loved ones and try to be there for people, man. Even if they're different. And look, like I said, I support this, right? There's so much about LGBTQ plus community that I don't understand. I don't get it. But it's not for me to get. It's just not my thing. If they're not hurting anyone, don't care. Don't care. Dude, if you want to go to a grocery store wearing a Spider-Man costume, dude, I don't care, dude. You can do whatever you want, even if I think it's weird. Do whatever you want. I support it. And it was, when I was a kid, there was a time where I bullied some other kids. And it kills me to think about. I've talked about this before. I did a whole thing where I vented about this. It kills me to think about. And I've been bullied too. It was both, right? But there was times where I bullied kids. I don't even know what happened. I think I might have remembered or thought about it last time and came up with an idea why. But I don't know what happened. But at some point, my empathy kicked in and I realized how terrible that was. And I felt so bad. And because of that, now I will try to be cool with everybody. And there's certain situations where there's social situations. This happens a lot at like work situations too, where there's like a coworker that's kind of like isolated, not the cool coworker. And there could be cliques where there's like the cool coworkers, blah, blah, blah. I will go to the outcast and I will be cool and I will kick it with them and I will have a conversation because I'm weird in my own ways. My point is, I'm always going to be inclusive. I don't care. I don't care what your choices are if they don't hurt anyone. I don't care where you're from. Borders are made up anyways. My family was immigrants at one point. I love everybody, and that's it. And I'll fight for everybody and their civil rights. And that's it. But this dork-ass president, dude. All right. Anyways. All right. Let's move on. All right. Let's try to move on. But that's had me in a bad mood. Palestine has been having me in a bad mood for 2 years now? Or whatever. Like, I got to the point I can't even watch anything now because it's so disgusting and so disturbing. And look, I know the terrorist attacks in Israel are awful too. But one side is the oppressor. One side has all the money and the weapons and the power. So it's up to them to stop. But all we've done in the United States in the Middle East is create more terrorists. If you just keep killing people, you're just making more terrorists. They're just multiplying. What we should do is take the high road. Help them. If they got it, leave them alone. If they don't got it, help them. You know? Anyways, all right. Let's try to have fun. I'm not dropping out of the race, dude. All right, it says, y'all okay with Newsom as president? I mean, he'd be a much better president. I just feel like there's been so much against him that it would be hard to get past for people. Like, even if he was doing a good job, capable of doing a good job, had good policies, it's just going to become an insult match. It won't be productive. But on policy, I'm probably like 85% aligned with Newsom. Like, pretty much. There's definitely some things, like even right now with the ICE raids, like I wish he was a little more vocal. I wish he was a little more, I don't know. There's definitely some things he's done I don't like. But for the most part, we're pretty much aligned in a lot of ways. So yeah, with the current dork, I'm about 2% aligned. Maybe that might be a stretch. But yeah. I just want I want liberty and justice for all. That's what I want. I want everybody to have dignity, basic human rights, respect, and the chance to live a quality life. That's what I want. And I want my tax dollars to mainly go to things like healthcare, education, housing, food. I don't want it to go to corporate buyouts, bailouts, and stuff like that, which is, where a lot of it goes. I don't want my money to go to just straight up government contracts from whatever, cronies lobbied the most money. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of the billionaires just having us by the balls, I'm sick of it. Wait, what? I'm not from Cali. I like knew someone take PB&J. Say, yeah, I would take a PB&J for sure. The thing I do worry about getting rid of Putin is the fear of creating a power vacuum. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like power vacuum is usually small on a smaller scale. But I don't know. Something like Westmore. Yeah, Westmore is cool. Okay, so do we have regrets with about bullying? Yeah. Protests in LA is getting pretty out of control. Yeah, I saw the videos of the Waymo. I just took a Waymo today, which is funny. Stop watching the news. I mean, I actually, after the 2020 election, I bowed out of politics for a while, At least run for city councilman for Redwood City. Oh, man. I'm not smart enough for government, man. Like, I know everyone hates on politicians, but you have to be either have a certain skill set or be smart, and I'm neither. I have neither. I feel bad for most school bullies. They always have bad stuff going on. No, Stumpo 100%. You're right. I think I told you guys a story too one time. I think it might have been that same live stream, but I ran up on this dude who was like abusing this woman, and I told you guys when I looked him in his eyes, he kind of folded, and I could see that he was a victim too, And yeah, man, like it's just like with terrorists, bro. You abuse people, and they just go abuse other people down the road. Like, it's the same thing, man. I don't know if Newsom could win a primary. Yeah, there's a lot of baggage with Newsom. Maybe this will make you feel better. Bobble cheeks. I will tell you about Bobble Cheeks because this guy represents Birmingham, Alabama, right? A deeply red state. I saw this kid on TikTok. This kid is, I don't know if he's still a teenager or he's early 20s. He's very young, and he's running for something like city council in Birmingham, and he's incredibly smart. He's passionate, and in a deeply red state, it was nice to see that kid have so much love and concern for his community. I wish I knew his name, but I saw him on TikTok, so I hope he can do great things for the city of Birmingham, because I really enjoyed Birmingham. But there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of bad things, not a lot of opportunities for people out there. Just frustrated overall, man. I can't people just call me and book photo shoots. I feel like I'm running a wall. Yeah, bro, totally get it. I've been seeing like other TikToks, and TikToks. Look, you got to remember, I'm a dummy, but I'm not dumb enough to know that I can't be got. There can still be propaganda. So when I say I saw a TikTok, I'm not just like I saw a TikTok and now I believe all this stuff, right? I try to vet it, and I keep an open mind that I could be wrong. But I did see videos on TikTok of like bars in Nashville that are just totally empty. So there's a lot of like touristy places that are really hurting right now. To lose weight and use a CPAP sleeping machine is driving me nuts. Yeah, I've heard they're hard to get used to. I've been losing weight too, man. Like, good luck with it. I've lost 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks. I've been going crazy with the dieting. Been walking more. I haven't really started lifting yet, but I do have my weights ready. So good luck with that. I'm on the same thing. I'm trying to lose at least like 10, 15 more by next month. I'm going super hard. I'm only eating once a day. Today I had Burger King, which is pretty bad, but it was under my calorie count. I've pretty much only been doing sugar-free sodas. Yeah, man, I'm drinking more water. So good luck, man. Good luck. Health is wealth. And yeah, I was at my heaviest about a month ago. I was at the heaviest I've ever been. And so, you know, I kind of hit the brakes on that. And yeah, I'm down 10 now. So that's good. That's good. Now I'm to my previous PR. Personally want Buttigieg. Really like him. I like Buttigieg. I mean, he's not the worst choice. I just feel like I did honestly, I can't remember what it was, but when he was in the primaries, there was some things I didn't like. I think I mean, you know, I know he's gay and he's had his own struggles. He's a veteran, which is cool, but he's still kind of just like a white man in America. And there were some things he said that I thought were kind of out of touch. As someone who is a white man in America, but I have mostly non-white friends, you know, and I see a lot of things tied to that. You know, my longest relationship with a girl, she had some undocumented people in her family who I got really close with. You know, two different relationships rather. I'm mixing them up, but you know, there's undocumented people in their families that were wonderful, wonderful people. Friends of mine, I know people personally, like friends of mine are undocumented and I'm worried for them. You know, so I have a lot of multicultural friends, so I see kind of a little bit of everything, which is definitely a privilege. And I feel like Buttigieg sometimes is like, I don't know. It's something of the things he says, I just feel like it's a little naive. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I would definitely 100% take him over this dork we got now. I think the thing that will start national healing is when people begin eating Kit Kats normally. You're right. Kit your cats and we'll be on a better path. New AI computer models printer is going to eliminate my job. Dude, the AI stuff is nuts. Seth Rollins wins Money in the Bank. Well, I saw he was wearing the copper foams, which I have. I'm going to wear them to Disneyland, I decided. I didn't see it, though. But I did. Yeah, I saw the pictures of his foams, the copper foams he was wearing. Disagree. Watch the news, not every day. Birmingham has a blue dot and a sea of red. Yeah. Not sure why we call Burger King Hungry Jacks. That's what I've heard of that. I'm trying to drop 40 pounds by week 1 of the NFL season. Going up to Seattle, so I got to be in shape if Seahawks fans come at me. Dude, yeah. Dude, let's get it. Let's I'll join the Discord, man. We'll talk about it, bro, if you want. We can keep each other motivated. I know it's hard, man. Like I don't know what it is for you or any of you guys, but like for me, it's not even. What's weird is I don't necessarily like eat for comfort like a lot of people do. I eat out of anxiety. And I don't know if this is like a regular thing or normal, but like this is where actually this is the reason I gained the weight I've gained in the last like year and a half. I get anxiety that what if I'm hungry later? So like I'll go, if I get fast food or whatever, I'll get extra stuff because I'll be like, oh, I'm going to be up editing late tonight. I need something to eat later. And I was just unnecessarily just adding all this stuff, you know? So it's weird. Like I'm not necessarily eating for comfort or anything. It's more just anxiety where I'm like, what if I starve to death? But good luck, guys. Good luck. Let's get in shape. I like Warren and Whitmer. I do too. Warren's a little old though. I didn't realize she was old as she is because she's in good shape, but be too keen on female presidents. I know. Fetterman would have been a perfect candidate. He didn't have his stroke and became Super Mario. Fetterman's a weirdo. Thoughts on Lamont? Yeah, let's move on from this topic. But I appreciate you guys for hearing me out, you know. And I'm just saying my piece, but we got this dork ass president and I'm tired of it. And that's all. Learn history, that's all. Let's learn history and let's be good to each other. All people, even if they look, think, smell, draw with a different hand, whatever. All right, Seahawks fans aren't violent. My cousin got punched at the Seahawks game, so I don't know. Join the SF half marathon. Oh, you're tripping. Yeah, no, my cousin got punched at the Seahawks game. He was okay, and he's a good fighter, so he was all right. But and when I'm on a strict diet, one thing that helps me, especially if I hate chewing veggies, is in the morning I make that green shake. That's a good idea. Get your if it's hard for you to eat veggies, get the shakes. Make a shake. Went to the Roots game. Nice. Did you do the doubleheader? Why it's called Hungry Jacks? Because Australian business owner. Oh, dude, I feel like I saw an article about that. That there was like a lawsuit or something, and dude had like one location or something. Anyways, all right. So I went to the Giants game today. Jonathan in the chat that asked me to do a half marathon was with me and a couple other buddies. First of all, like Lamont Wade Jr., I'm definitely sad. I'm always sad when one of our guys is gone. It's kind of cool he's going to the Angels, though, so he's still nearby. I'm going to be in Anaheim next month, so if I can catch a game, I might try to catch a game. I don't know if he'll even be on the team. I don't know where he's going to land. I don't know if he'll be on the Major League roster. I have no idea. But that would be a cool benefit if I go to the game. And, you know, depending on where I'm sitting, if I'm close to him, I'll show him some love, you know. Be like, the Bay's always gonna have love for you. You know, 100th splash hit, man. All the late night Lamont stuff. Like, you know, he represented Black Americans at the Rickwood game, which was awesome. Yeah, I like Lamont. I like Lamont a lot. He hasn't been playing well, so I get it. It's part of the business, but you know, I definitely appreciate what he contributed to this team, and I wish we could have won one in 21, man. I wish we could have won one in 21. That's always gonna bother me, you know. Always gonna bother me. So yeah, we went to the game today. It was a weird game. We only had like 3 hits through 7 or something like that. But we were up because they walked. We had the 1 inning. They walked like 2 in a row. It was fun though. Nice little sweep. The Braves suck right now, but still nice to kind of get back on track after that skid we had. We split with the Padres, which was solid. You know, I thought it was going to go worse because we were playing so bad. But we got to start putting up some numbers, man. This Giants got to start putting up some numbers, man. We're not going to go far. You know, we're already in the toughest division in the game, and we're not going to make it out of that. We're not going to make it out of that little kerfluffle in the NL West if we can't, you know, start putting up numbers. So I hope we do. What do you think of the Speedway Classic game? I talked about before. I'm gonna try to go. Things have been hard lately financially, and I'm planning this Disneyland trip for my niece. So like, I'm not 100%, but we've talked about it on the live streams before. I'm trying to go to that game at the Speedway. So I try to have a salad for breakfast. Helps my digestive tract. Yeah, that definitely would help. Think Seth Rollins, go to Cash, and John Cena or Jey Uso. Does he have to choose one of them, or he can choose anyone? How does the Money in the Bank work? Buy me a $30 bucket of cookies. Tripping. I still have the bucket over here. Adelaide, which is like having a store in Nebraska. Ain't nobody going there. Dude, someday I'm gonna go to the Australian Burger King. In this Chaz NBA vid about Clay practicing with D'Lo after his dog passed away, I replied, D'Lo like D'Angelo Russell? I replied to top comment, Rocco forever, and random account began to just try to argue with you? What? Giants only one game out of first place. I know, but there's 3 people right there. There's 3 teams right there. Like we can't keep scraping by one run games. You know, it's got to be in the playoffs. After that, it's anyone for the taking. True. Actually, originally before they changed the name to Hungry Jacks. That's like, in the United States, we also have Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. They're the same restaurant, but they'll have different names depending on what state. I was in my 30s and so I should focus on retirement? What? They winner of Money in the Bank after anybody. Oh, they can choose anybody? Any championship up to... Wait, what? Larry Crew was talking about the possibility of acquiring Mike Trout. I'm good off Mike Trout, bro. I'm good off Mike Trout. So one thing I wanted to talk about, another thing that I'm upset about, which I don't really know what to do, but I do want to do something. There's a girl named Sophie. You may know her as, her name is Sweet Puppy Sophie. She's got a pretty decent TikTok following, much better than mine, I'll tell you that much. And she does a lot of Bay Area sports stuff. And she's a huge Giants fan. And she was part of the 415 Club. She had a membership. And she randomly got an email from them and then got a phone call from them and said that there was complaints. And they are revoking her membership. They would not give her details. They would not tell her what happened. They just revoked her membership. They won't return her calls, nothing. It's just... It's stupid, man. Giants need to make this right. I'm just so tired of dealing with these teams, bro. Like, yes, I love the Giants, but as I've said a million times, when I say I love the Giants, I love the players, the staff, the coaching, the fans, the grounds crew, the people that matter. The corporate people, hey, doors that way, bud. Get out of here. The people, it's the same thing with the A's, same thing with every team, man. The corporatization of everything, not just sports, but like everything is just so infuriating. And the fact that they can just do anything is ridiculous. And like, at least give her an explanation. Give her a warning. Like, what is the behavior? Because she has no idea what she did. So if there was bad behavior, tell her. And I don't know her that well, but I did meet up with her at FanFest. And I saw her at the Battle of the Bay 2.0. She's friends with Drewy Stewie. She's always super cool, and all her videos are like advertisements. They're so positive. Like, all she does is promote the teams. She promotes the Giants. She talks about new snacks and treats at the ballpark. Like, straight up, nothing but positive vibes. And they just revoked her membership with no explanation. You know what I mean? Like, how is that? It's just so frustrating, man. Giants, make it right. Make it right. It's just, dude. I'm getting so frustrated with life. More than the Giants cover has something to do with the A's moving. No, absolutely they did. Absolutely they did. But that's always been my thing, is like, A's fans will be mad at Giants fans. Like, we didn't want that. It was the jamokes in the suits. I don't like any of them. I don't trust any of them. I want them all to leave. I think all the teams should be community owned. I don't really want it to be government ran, but I would take that over the private business. All the fake fast food joints in Pakistan, I've heard about those. That would be fun. Think about MLB building a modular recreation. Dude, I did hear about that. I'm gonna take a note because one of these live streams, I'm not ready for it now, but one of these live streams we're gonna talk about that. I did hear about that, and I got super excited. It's Hardee's in South Dakota. Oh, and in Utah? I didn't realize it was that far west. Been following Sac State, their basketball and football. Drew's been posting updates in our Discord about it. I know like Shaq is involved and stuff. Who else? There's someone else involved. Bibby, right? They also gave a date of incident where the Giants were in Miami. Yeah, they're all the stuff they said about the revoking of the membership or the incident didn't even connect. The date was wrong. They said it had been reported for years or something, but she had just become a member this year, and the year just started. So like, what are you talking about? He's still arguing with random people. Yeah, man. How does it feel? I feel like life's just literally hitting me in the head or slamming the wall. Every beautiful question, no one wants to actually pay you for your work. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is like, I always, for some reason, it's worse in California. It's bad in the Bay and it's worse in California, where like sports teams, they're like militarized, bro. Like the security sucks. Like, I just wish, I don't like the cliche of like, I was born in the wrong generation, but like, I wish in some ways we could go back to like the Knothole gang and the old school, like people would climb the light towers to watch the games. You know what I mean? They'd sneak through a hole in the fence. Like, part of me wishes it was still like that a little bit, man. Instead of them just acting so militarized. Like, I've had such bad run-ins with security at events lately. And I don't do anything crazy. Bro, at the Valkyries game, they didn't want to let me in with my little Osmo camera. I'm like, what are you protecting? Oh no, I'm going to do a video that tells people they should come to these games and how awesome it is. Oh, a free commercial for you guys. Like what? Why? And the people, they don't have a good reason for any of this stuff. It's just like slowly but surely everyone just clamps down and wants to protect everything and protect their investments and everything. And part of that, I will blame part of that on like just citizens that are, lawsuit happy and always looking to get over. We deal with a lot of that at my job. Like I get that. That sucks, but like I don't know, man. Like, I'm still angry about the first time I went to Chase Center for open practice. Not even a game. We're not talking about the game. We're talking about practice. We're not talking about the game. We're talking about practice. Shout out Allen Iverson. He was ahead of his time, dude. And I literally stepped up a few feet to take a picture, and this lady just starts yelling at me. Like, ma'am, I've been a Warriors fan for 35 years. Who are you to yell at me? Dude, the first Roots game at the Coliseum, they're all weird about the cameras. Like, what are you protecting, dude? It's just so stupid. And I just feel like that with the revoke the membership. What are you talking about, revoke the membership? Just be a decent person and give her an explanation. Talk to her. God, I hate these teams, dude. I hate If I was a billionaire, dude, and I ran a team, it would be the dopest experience. We wouldn't have any of that, dude. It'd be summer of love, dude. We'd be we'd be holding hands singing Kumbaya. And I should have had it ready, but I don't. You know who has it right? What's his name? Yellow Tuxedo Jesse or whatever. The dude from the Savannah Bananas. Does it right. If you guys didn't see it, I should have had this ready, but I don't. Dang it. The Savannah Bananas have been selling out stadiums, selling them out, playing banana ball, their own brand of independent baseball, selling out stadiums. And I think it was Angel Stadium, actually. After the game, he went out there and he was signing autographs. They're all surrounding him. He's signing autographs. Security starts yelling, "You guys got to go. Everyone's got to clear out, blah, 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 blah." And he went up to security and said, "No, I'm signing for everybody. Don't push people out." That's how it should be. Like, obviously, you can't stay in the stadium forever, but, like, the fact that, I'm the type, other than today, because, a couple people with us were rushing us. But, like, today, was the exception. But usually, I chill in the stands and I just wait for the crowds to dissipate. Because, like, being in a ballpark, that's, like, one of my favorite places on earth, right? So I'm not in a hurry to get out of there. I'm trying to chill. Your boy's trying to vibe. But the fact that every time I gotta then deal with security yelling at me is ridiculous. But shout out Savannah Bananas, man. Like, however, I support everything they do, and I will continue to support everything they do. They're doing it right. And look, I really hope the Ballers, the Roots, these teams that I've been supporting don't go down the path of the corporatized things, but there's already been incidents for both where I'm just like, damn, you guys can relax. You guys can relax, dude. Not everything has to be legal jargon. But I really hope the Ballers and the Roots and any of these small community teams, I hope they see what the Savannah Bananas are doing and seeing that it's fan first. And it's working. Maryland. I don't think anyone wants Communist League baseball, but it would be funny to have a U.S. Secretary of Baseball. Yeah. The only woman's winning the bank. She can either go after Tiffany or ISO Sky. Sorry being a Debbie Downer. I was trying to pay my bills. Nah, I feel you, Paul. The way A's ushers acted, I'm honestly shocked I didn't catch them standing in formation. Dude, they were so ridiculous, dude. I've told this a lot, but I went to one of the games where it was like 2,000 people. Whole Coliseum's empty. And I had seats right behind home plate in like row 10, right behind home plate. I go over to the side because Adam the Woo was there and we had been talking, and then he was over by the away dugout. I go over there. He's in like row 5, and I sit next to him. And the usher comes over and is like, "You got to go back to your seat." The whole place is empty, and I got to go back to my seat. You know why? Because I was supposed to be in row 10, and I'm in row 5, even though there's nobody around except for me and him. And I'm like, but my seats are better than these. Like, what do you think I'm doing? You think I'm trying to get over by taking worse seats? So stupid, man. Literally, dude, I could have laid across the whole aisle. There was nobody. But I got to go back to my seat. Get out of here, dude. So stupid. YouTubers. I mean, yeah, some can be, but like, deal with them. You know what I mean? Here, the YouTuber that year that opened the Chase Center, he tried to dress as a player. He did get on the court. Yeah. But then they need to just do a better job. Like, it's not my fault. The famous radio newspaper ran the owner of the team because he wrote an article about critical of the team. He took away his credentials. Say, "I hate these teams. I hate all of them." All right, just don't give him his credentials back. What? That's crazy. Not allowed to be critical of them? That is wild. The Savannah team is doing things great. They're also not playing. They're completely destroying the concept of playing traditional ball. Well, yeah, no, they're playing banana ball. They say it themselves. They're playing banana ball. They're doing their own thing, which is great. But I'm saying teams can see what they're doing with their model and lighten up, dude. And give Sophie her membership back. I'm just getting so angry with the Giants. The fact that they voted to let the A's move, the fact that they fired Rennell, never gave her a good send off, just let her go. And so, the rumor is, she wanted more money. Then give her more money, dude. The team is worth $500 million more every 3 years. You can afford to give her whatever she's asking for, dude. She builds the culture. She was the PA announcer for 24 years. Clowns. You absolute clowns. And look, this is not towards everyone at the Giants. And this was the same thing with the A's. Most people that have to work with that team, they're wonderful. But just the people at the top are so disconnected from being decent people. You don't get to that level without being greedy and closed off and lacking empathy. Ooh, coming back to the Bay, I don't know. Adam the Woo, speaking of him and Justin Scar, they just went to the Goonies house. Goonies came out 40 years ago as of yesterday. My favorite movie. And I was extremely jealous they got to go to the house. That's definitely one of my dream trips. And I will hopefully one day be able to do a video of all the Goonies stuff. This year MLB this season is going to be a crazy season. A lot of surprising teams. I think so too. What else, man? Oh, so today, Jonathan, if you're still here... This was funny. So I had another incident today, okay? Now, you guys know I'm a sweetheart. Okay? You guys know I'm a sweetheart, dude. I'm always going to be a sweetheart. I've always been a sweetheart. I will remain a sweetheart. I'm a sweetie pie, dude, and that's it. I'm a sweetie pie and that's it. But today, we go down to our seats. It was, 5 of us? It was 5 of us. We go to our seats, right? And there's, we go down to our seats, and it was a bunch of empty seats, and then like another group of 5, something like that, right? And that group, they were like 2 seats over into our seats. So we were like 11, 12, 13, so on, and they were sitting in like 11 and 12, right? And I'm at the front. So I walk up to them and I'm like, oh, these are, I was like, oh, these 2 are our seats. But we had all these, the whole row was empty up to that point, right? So I was just like, oh, these are our seats. I was like, it's cool. We can just sit to the side. And then if people come, we just got to move. And the lady 2 seats over is looking at me like I'm a jerk. She's like, this is row 9. And I was like, yeah, it is. Right? And she keeps looking at me. And I'm trying to be cool. I'm like, yeah, I was like, yeah, just these 2, you know what? But it's all right. We'll just sit right here until people come, and then we got to scooch down. And she keeps looking at me. And I don't like that, right? You guys know I'm a sweetie pie, but I don't like that, right? My sweetie pie limit only goes so far, folks. So I look at her, and I'm just like, are you okay? And I was like, why are you looking at me why are you looking at me like I'm an a-hole? And I didn't say a-hole. I didn't censor myself. I was like, what are you doing? Like, and she's like, this is row 9. Blah, blah. She kept saying that. This is row 9. I was like, yeah. And I was like, look, I'm trying to figure this out. You don't need to be rude to me. And then the people she was with were trying to kind of chill, right? And I was like, I'm trying to be cool. Like, I'm trying to work this out. I'm not being a jerk. I wasn't like, hey, these are our seats. Blah, blah. I just said nicely, like, oh, these 2 are ours, but it's cool. We'll sit right here. And then if people come, we got to move down. This is row 9. She looked like, I hate, it's a cliche, it's overused, it's played out. I hate to say it, but she looked like a Karen, okay? She had the short haircut. She had the Hello Kitty giveaway jersey on. She looked like she was probably drinking some wine. I think she might have been drinking. I think that's maybe why she was kind of rude. And I was just like, what? And she was giving me the stank face, dude, and I had to call her out. Here's the thing about me, dude. You don't get to get a stank face off without me calling it out. You know what happens when I see a stank face? Oh, that's what I do. I point it out. Oh, that you. What's going on? What are you doing? What's your deal? Explain. That's me, dude. It doesn't get past me. It doesn't get past me, dude. So I called her out, but to the rest of the group, I was still trying to be cool. I was like, no, I was like, you know, it's good, but you don't need to be rude to me. So shout out my buddy B Kane. B Kane's the one who had the tickets on his phone. He was back, but he scooches by. Right? He scooches by because he said he likes confrontation. So he sees me going at it with them, and he scooches by. He's like, I gotta see what's going on, right? So I asked him, I was like, what seats are ours? And he says like 11, 12, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, these two. And then they look at theirs, and theirs is like 6, 7, 8, 9 or whatever. 10, maybe, whatever. Right? So I'm petty. I look at the lady and I go, oh, so I was right. So there was no reason for you to be rude to me then, huh? And then one of the guys, I don't know if it was her husband or whatever, he's telling me and B Kane like, okay, it's fine. Look, we were wrong. You guys were right. Blah, blah. And I was like, that doesn't even matter, bro. Like, I'm not tripping on the seats. I wasn't upset about the seats. I was upset about you just looking at me like I'm a jerk. Like I'm wrong. When I didn't have that energy at all. I'm at a ball game. I'm having a ball, dude. I'm having a blast. So then B Kane is like, at first I was still telling them, I was like, dude, we can just sit right here. It's all good. But B Kane, he was like, nah, we want our seats, right? So they scooch. And so he's like saying that. And then one of the ladies is like, all right, don't get belligerent. Belligerent? And he's like, belligerent, we just want our seats. And I'm just like, bro, like, you hate to, like, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. But me, as a white man in America with a sunburnt face is still kind of peeling right here, right? Sunburnt face, wearing a pride hat, dude. Not gay, but supports whoever, and is sunburnt and has a pierced nose, and it's also like the skin got dried right here, and it kind of like scabbed, and now it's all red right here. As that guy, dude, at a ball game, it felt kind of racist to me, for her to tell the black man you're being belligerent when all he said is we want our seats. So he didn't play the race card. I shall. As this white man who's sunburnt from the Oakland Ballers game and skin is peeling now and wearing a pride hat, even though he's not gay, but he just supports civil rights. And then he also, it scabbed up right here a little bit because the skin was dry, and yeah, that guy. You know what I mean? I think this year, already been to a Golden State Valkyries game. Nice, dude. Did you have fun? Gabe bullied me into my second one, so I've been to 2 now. You guys saw the live stream last week. Me, the Roots push the community thing to a point. It's kind of annoying, like the way they market the whole theme song thing. I don't see it that way, but I don't know. Now I'll kind of think about it. Goonies is one of my favorite movie scenes when they say, hey, you guys. Yeah, Goonies is my favorite movie all time. I like everything the Ballers are doing, though. Yeah, no, they're awesome. Bro, Soph just posted on Discord screenshots of some anonymous commentator accusing her of stalking the G team. Well, I don't even know who the G team is. What's your favorite food at Oracle Park? I mean, the crab sandwich, even though it keeps getting smaller and more expensive every year. Me and Jonathan had the helmet nachos last week, though, and they were fire. And the Ghirardelli Sunday. Oh, dude, I still owe you for the Sunday. I forgot to send you the money. You know what? If you ran into a woman that's never been told no, if I'm blessed to have a beautiful baby girl, I'll make sure to treat the word no. It's a wild exchange. People be crazy. Yeah, dude. Like, I wasn't rude at all. And she was just looking at me like all angry. Like, clearly she prejudged you. Thought you couldn't afford those tickets. I don't know if it was that. I think she just didn't realize they were in the wrong seats, and she, it's like, I don't know. Like, I could see, look, if I walked up like, oh, these are our seats, blah, 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 right? MAGA, Trump. Nah, but like, if I would have walked, but I was just like, I literally said, oh, these two are our seats, but it's all good. We'll sit right here. It would have been easy. But instead, she had to keep staring at me. This is row 9. Like I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm just an expert. Yeah. What's your favorite Bay Area sports mascot? I mean, Scrappy's probably taking the crown, dude. Scrappy the Rally Possum is awesome. This is Charlie. Sounds stressed. What's up, dude? Sound like Karen was belligerent. That's what I'm saying. They were the belligerent ones. But I'm just saying, I'm telling you, as a white man in America, with a sunburned face from the Oakland Ballers game, skin still peeling on the nose a little bit. I tried to rub it off in the shower, but it's still kind of scraping. And then there's like a little bit, it's like dry and not a scab, but like the skin is peeling on my nostril. So it's really annoying, right? As that guy got Burger King on the way back from the game, as that guy has a whole pack of Burt's Bees because his precious little lips get dry and he likes Burt's Bees, dude. As that guy felt a little racist, dude. To tell the black man he's being belligerent because all he does is he just wants to sit in the seats that he purchased. Oh! So he didn't say it. But as a guy sitting here holding some Rickwood Field dirt from the San Francisco Giants versus St. Louis Cardinals Rickwood Field Classic, as that guy that's holding this dirt and also holding a Brandon Belt bobblehead, that guy is saying it sounded racist. All right? Anyways. Your favorite all-time Giant? Buster Posey and Bumgarner? That's a good choice. I mean, Barry Bonds, I can't, it has to be Barry Bonds, but besides Barry, who's like God, right? There's like my other favorites. I mean, Buster's in there. Brandon Crawford's in there. Gregor Blanco's in there. Angel Pagan's in there. Hunter Pence is in there. It's like, yeah, I love all those guys, man. Royce Clayton, Darren Lewis when I was a kid. Will Clark was in there, but then he went to the Rangers and the Angels, and it hurt me. And I'm still not fully over it. I still love him, but I'm not fully over it. And then same with like Matt Williams. We traded him, and it hurt me. I wore my Matt Williams jersey today, but I was still hurt about that when I was a kid. It wasn't his fault, but you know what I mean. Now he's back as our third base coach, so that's awesome. So that'll heal some wounds. I love Brandon Belt. Yeah. So that's the generation that grew up with assigned seats. I'm old enough to remember when you could go to a movie theater and not have to worry. Yeah. Just, to me, the roots try to be authentic to the point it feels inauthentic. I see what you're saying. Them having the players go to Giants games was a very dumb PR decision. I don't know why people cared about that. I didn't think it was. I thought it was a good thing to promote the teams. You go to a baseball game, buy a $5 ticket, sit in the lower bowl. In fact, people are so uptight and worried about the most pettiest things. Yeah. Yeah, Sunday, dude. We had Ghirardelli Sundays, and oh, they hit the spot, dude. Had a Ghirardelli Sunday, and suddenly the Giants scored a few runs, dude. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. And it sucks because dude, you know how much I love the San Francisco Giants, dude. I love the San Francisco Giants. And then the corporate side just continues to do stupid things. Now, it's not as bad as like John Fisher ripping a team out. The Giants aren't doing stuff like that. But firing Rennell, having these stupid memberships. Dude, at FanFest, dude. FanFest. Where fans are just roaming the whole stadium, dude. We're just roaming around, hanging out, dude. Trying to get some autographs. I met JT Snow. I'd already met him and shook his hand on my video. Oh my God. Does he know players? He does. Oh my God. So anyways, we're hanging out, dude. I walk by the Gotham Club entrance. And I'm like, can I just peek in? They said no. Huh? I can't peek in, dude, at FanFest? I don't get a little looky-loo? Like, you take it that serious, dude? Like it's a secret society? Dude, I wish it was like the old days and we could climb the light poles, the light towers, and watch the game for free. Sneak in, dude. You know what I mean? And me and my friends just kind of talked and played around outside the old Coliseum. That's a quality night, man. Went to Baltimore and screwed up our team. We climbed the grass hill around the stadium. Asked an employee if they had any trash they thought I would like. He gave me a Marshawn Lynch bobblehead. How was that trash? It was missing his left hand. Was it this one? The Roots one? Or a different one? Have you seen the movie The Last Rodeo and you're gonna go see the movie F1 with Brad Pitt? F1 looks cool. I have not seen Last Rodeo. What's up, Jennifer? F1 looks cool though. I usually don't like. I'm weird, bro. I don't like sports movies anymore, and I don't like racing movies. I just feel like they're all the same, and they're just paint by numbers. And a lot of them are like good when you actually watch it, like it's good and you enjoy it. But I just feel like I can predict everything that's gonna happen, and it's just no fun. Like sports movies, especially like sports movies with kids or teens. Like it's so, oh my God, it's so predictable. Like, oh, you're telling me the star player is gonna like have trouble at home, or like the bullies are gonna threaten him and say they're gonna stab him if he shows up to the game or something. Like he's gonna miss the championship game. But then like when the team's way down at halftime, suddenly he walks into the locker room and then he saves the season. You know, like it just, bro, stop making that movie, man. You know, stop making that movie. I just like how people in 25 keep on trading their teams for teams that just won the finals. Who's doing that? I agree with you. They knew that their core fan base is scarred from the A's leaving. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, I feel like the actual teams and fan bases are separate from the corporate side who voted for that. But not everyone sees it that way, so I get that. Definitely want to collect my Lucille Funko Pop one day. That'd be a good one. I found a half fallen off cup holder. So I kicked out, and an employee gave me a members only scarf. Dang, you got hooked up, dude. Like my grandpa at Seal Stadium would climb the trees behind right field with a 6-pack and watch the game over the right field bleachers. That's what I'm talking about, dude. The good old days, dude. Before we had a dork-ass president. You know, before we had these stupid, overly corporatized, militarized security at stadiums. Yes, I'm on one today, dude. I'm on one. Because the lady didn't want to give up our seats at the game today. The Roots one, okay. What's up, Marlena? That's the problem with movies like wrestling right now. They're not willing to take other paths. Like, it's so predictable. Yeah. Sometimes the bad guy has to win. Yeah, agreed. What's up, Jay? FanFest is fun, but low-key minimal effort. Super minimal effort. Like, yeah. Dude, I can't peek into the Gotham Club, dude. I've been going to games since Candlestick, and I can't peek in the Gotham Club. Just look. I won't even leave your field of view, bud. It's like, And from Oakland, Fresno lost the USL team. Fresno Foxes. I didn't know about them. What's up, Richard? Benefits on staying in the Cali parking lot after cancel 11 p.m. at night because we didn't drop out. You can't drop out of the race, dude. Cannot drop out of the race. Wasn't still stay in the original SF ballpark before Candlestick? It was the original Giants ballpark. It wasn't the first ballpark. Me and Bay Area Throwbacks have talked about this a lot, actually. He did a Seal Stadium video and stuff, and we've talked about some of the other original ballparks that were around. There was a few of them sprinkled around San Francisco. But yeah, the Seal Stadium is where the Giants first played when they moved out here. Yeah, 16th and Bryant. Locked up at Arkham Arena and Preston Castle. Don't test this. What else, dude? What else? So everyone who's in Southern California stays safe. Agreed. I'm gonna be in Southern California soon. I'm gonna be with my niece, and we're gonna go to Disneyland. So I don't have a lot of time to protest, but I might find some time. Cause this dork ass president, dude. Who's your favorite 49er and favorite Warrior? Favorite Warrior. I mean, Steph. I didn't want it to be Steph for the longest time. Because it just felt too normy, you know what I mean? And too, not bandwagony, but like too recent. But I freaking love Steph. Oh my God. But otherwise, Latrell Sprewell. My favorite players growing up. First, it was Chris Webber when he won Rookie of the Year with us. And then he got traded to the Bullets. So it was after that, it was Latrell Sprewell and Allen Iverson were my two favorite players. So, yeah, Latrell Sprewell. Dude, you guys don't even know. You guys don't know how raw Latrell Sprewell was. Like 95, 96, 97, 98. When he had the little mini fro, he was going crazy, dude. He was going crazy. Made the All-Star game. It was like we were all excited. But the team was canned. Team sucked. Is in the heat of it. Sorry to bring it up. It's getting close though. They were in Paramount. They were in some other the other cities, nearby. So I could see Anaheim being on that list. Maybe the switch to focusing more on NASCAR and hockey. Interesting. I went to some NASCAR races when I was a kid at Sears Point. Kyle Petty was my favorite driver. But since then, I haven't really paid attention other than like on ESPN, I'll see like some of the big races and know some of the names, but like I don't really watch it anymore. And hockey, I've been talking about, like I'm trying to get it more into hockey. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, I'm gonna post in the Discord. Someone posted one of the Edmonton Oilers goals from the other night in like slow-mo. It was so fire, dude. Like it. Because, this is the thing. I didn't grow up with hockey that much. Like, I actually was a big hockey fan for, like, 2-year span in, like, the mid-90s. But, like, I wasn't in tune with the game like I am with the other sports. Like, baseball, I know like the back of my hand. Football, basketball, I know those sports really well. Hockey, not nearly as much. Like, the intricacies, right? The details, the nuance. I'm not as tapped in. Obviously, I know how the game works, but like little things. And this one clip showed the beauty of these passes. And dude, Mikhail Petrus is your favorite Warrior? That's your favorite Warrior? Favorite Warrior is Loon? Can't hate that. I can't hate that, dude. I love Loon. Favorite Dodger? I don't have a favorite Dodger. They're all awful. When I was a kid, I wanted to like Raul Mondesi, but I couldn't because he was a Dodger. That's the closest I'll say to answer that. Thanks for answering. My Philly stadium history knowledge is a lot better than my Bay Area. Dude, I just was watching. I have a video up. I haven't finished watching it, but it's about the vet in Philly and how, I don't know if you've heard it, but like all the Phillies players, a bunch of them got like brain cancer, like 3 times the normal rate. And they think it was something to do with the turf at the vet. I don't know if you've heard about that, but it's crazy. And I have this book. I should show you. I have a book about the vet and about this guy who had an apartment in the vet, like secretly for years or something like that. I haven't read it yet, but I bought the book like 2 years ago. I need to read it. Who's your least favorite Giant? Maybe Jeff Kent. I didn't like Jeff Kent even when he was good. And then, Aubrey Huff. How about that? Aubrey Huff. Easy answer, AJ Przinsky. I don't really hate him like some people do though. I feel like there's another one. Oh, Carlos Beltran. I don't like Carlos Beltran at all. Danny Fortson. Sonoma is all right, but got to go to an oval track. Yeah, I do. That'd be fun. Everything on that. I don't even watch NASCAR much anymore ever since the good guys all left. NASCAR's been going downhill. I don't know enough about it to say if it has or not. I was going back to Southern California in August to visit my family from there. Time for Canada to win their Stanley Cup. Yeah, I'd rather the Oilers win than the Panthers. Michael Jordan owns a team now. That's how I got into it. I did hear he owned a team. All right, is it what's the levels? Is it like the top level or is it like Bush League? I don't know what the leagues are anymore. Amazing stream, really. Just me yapping? Me crashing out? Thank you though, Christian. I don't know if that's a joke, but I'm just crashing out here. There was a lady last year who was attending an Oilers game after a big goal. She flashed her well, Favorite Warriors, probably David Lee. That's an interesting one, man. Like, I obviously love David Lee because he was kind of, he was the start of actually like, wait a second. Are we doing something here? You know what I mean? Like him and Iguodala, it was like, wait a second. Wait a second, because otherwise it's like we either have a draft pick that's either going to be a bust or if once they're good, they're going to leave or whatever, right? We lucked into Baron Davis for a little bit and then he left. And then it was like, we had Gilbert Arenas for a short time and he bounced, right? So it's like we kind of expect that. So it's like even if Steph was good, Monte, we're just like, they're just going to leave eventually. And it's like before that, our big free agent signings was like Eric Dampier and stuff. It was terrible. So like, yeah, to actually see like Iguodala and David Lee and stuff was like, wait a second, hold up. You watch the Lost Ballparks podcast. There's an episode of a kid who literally lived at the Polo Grounds. No, I heard about that, dude. I thought we posted that in the Discord. Maybe not. Yeah, dude, I remember he was reading. I was reading his stories. He was like, at night he would just go play on the field, dude. Like, how sick is that? Beltran is a cheater too. That's what I'm saying. I don't like Beltran. Think of the proposed USA versus the world at the next NBA All-Star game. I don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I don't know. It just feels unnecessary and like a cheap gimmick, and I don't like it. I just want to go back to East and West. 23 XI top level cup is the top level. Okay, so is Jordan's team top level? Or is it all levels? I don't remember how it works. To be honest, don't have a preference between the Oilers and Panthers. Same with Thunder and Pacers. Yeah, I don't have a preference with Thunder and Pacers. I just want it to go to 7 games. If we can get 7 games, I'm cool. Personally, I dislike Los Angeles sports teams. I mean, me too. On Hornets, but he just recently sold them. Yeah. What's the spookiest thing that happened during the Arco video? Any other people or ghosts? Spookiest thing was, the clown cave was spooky. And my cousin was scared. So the spooky thing with that, the scary thing was that the night before, security chased us off. I think, I don't know if I told that whole story. I will at some point. I will at some point. No, me and my brother told that story when he was on the stream with me, when he was here, I think. Vertlife, you know it. You know it. You're banished, though. Denny Hamlin, who drives the 11 car. I see. 2311. Drivers are Bubble Wallet. Oh! That's pretty cool. Think about Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's a waste. He's over for him. Since Jurassic Adventure Island in Tennessee? No, that sounds cool, though. Oh, yeah, Jackie Robinson. I don't think of Jackie Robinson as a Dodger, though, but... The Brent Rooker bobblehead was today? Bro, that was such a dope bobblehead, but I wouldn't get it. Top level Cup Series. Dope. I don't like it either. There isn't enough international all-stars. That's what I'm saying. Pacers in 6. So obvious Beltran did not want to be on the Giants. Yeah, it was a waste, bro. We lost. Who we lose? Zach Wheeler? Like, we gave up too much. He didn't. I mean, he didn't actually play that bad, but you're right. Like, it was just such a waste. It was just such a waste. His body language sucked. His attitude sucked. Like, everything sucked. So you can stay and just rewatch your Angel Stadium video. Thank you. Place got a crazy history. Yeah, man. Like, Angel Stadium is extremely underrated, I think. You are banished. Evie, you're banished. Once during 2020 in Florida, a homeless person lived in a VIP suite at a stadium. That's cool. Caleb Williams, most improved this year. That's a bold claim, man. I put it on record. I do not believe in him. So let's see who's right. Let's see who's right. We're going head up, me and you. I think he's a bust. You think he's most improved. Let's see. And if you win, you win. And I'll give it up to him, right? Because I thought Wemby was gonna be a bust, and he wasn't. He's great. So I was wrong. I think Wheeler. Yeah, I think it was Wheeler. You see new accusations against Sophie in the Discord? Not yet. Someone just mentioned it, but I did not see it. All I know is teams are the team's stupid. You're caught making someone uncomfortable. Knowing them doesn't mean they know you. You didn't make the G. What is the G team? Full stories. You didn't leave them alone. That's okay. You're the one who's lying. Caught. It's okay. What is this? Just take the L move because you didn't make the squad. Here's the thing. That's their friend. I say they called you. Did you not say they called you? I say you were clearly making a person on the G team uncomfortable. Not a one-time thing. They've been watching you for a while. So here's the thing. Warn her and tell her what she's doing wrong. That, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Warn her. Tell her. Like, even if that is true, even if she was doing something wrong, how does someone course correct if you do not? Sorry, I'm reading so Sophie, who I talked about earlier, someone left all these comments saying that she was making the G team uncomfortable and like behind them every game. I don't know who the G team is. I'm assuming that's the people who throw the t-shirts and stuff. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I watch the game. You know what I mean? Sue me, dude. I'm not doing the wave or playing with a beach ball. I'm enjoying a Ghirardelli Sunday. I'm watching the game. Sue me. And I'm arguing with the lady next to me who wants to argue about her seat even though she's wrong. Right? That's all I do. Even if that's the case, tell her, bro. Like, some people are different. Some people might not understand, or they might not realize, you know what I mean? Like, we all do things. So you were as a super fan, now you're saying the price is, bro, just tell her. Yeah, nah, that's nonsense, dude. It's nonsense because, like, I just hate the corporate stuff, man. I hate the corporate stuff. It's stupid. And we got this dork ass president. It's all connected, folks. He's losing his mind on the stream. I'm unbanished. I will be going to Lawrence Butler bobblehead game. All right, do your thing. I don't blame. It's a great bobblehead. Alberta seems like a Canadian province to join the U.S. What was the coolest thing you saw in Arco Arena that you wished you took? Maybe the film negatives. Oh no, I talked about this before. My biggest regret is the blueprints. I wish I would have looked at more of the blueprints. I would have loved to have some blueprints. But the thing is, when my adrenaline's pumping like that, it was pumping the whole time, right? Like my adrenaline's, I don't think straight, and I'm like tunnel vision. And so when I looked at the blueprints, which is in the episode, I just kind of grabbed one and like pulled it out, and it was like plumbing. It was something boring, you know? Like who cares about the plumbing? And so I put it back, and then I kept going. And that haunted me for a long time. Because I was like, man, there's a whole wall of blueprints. Like, what if I would have found blueprints for, like, the stadium they never finished next door, Arco Park? That would have been so sick. So, yeah, that's my biggest regret, the blueprints. G-Team is the minor league affiliate for NBA. Oh, no, I'm talking about the G-Team. It's something at the Giants game. Out of all 5 baseball teams we have in California, what do you think has the best baseball stadium? Well, Oracle Park, for sure. Petco Park, Oracle Park, Petco Park. Dodger Stadium, Angel Stadium are a tie for me. And then whatever they're doing in Sacramento. Feel like it's a random person, a burner. It might be, but they might be right. But it's like, that doesn't mean you just revoke someone's membership without a warning or without like telling them, hey, you know, you can't keep doing this. It's kind of crazy to think people compared Wemby to Chet, and that Chet was going to be better. I don't know if I was going to say Chet was going to be better. I didn't think Wemby could adjust to the speed of the NBA from the league he came from. And I still do have some question marks about like his body holding up. He did, you know, add some weight, which is good. So I don't know. We'll see. But skill wise, I didn't expect him to be able to like compete, and he's great. He's phenomenal. So I was wrong. The dugouts at Arco Park still need to be explored. Need scuba gear. I know, bro. It's all flooded. Cricket and the Collie, dude. I want to go. Actually, let me know. So Pride SF Giants hat. Yeah, I want to. This year's is better. Like I said, this one's. The black outline makes it hard to see, but you know, support my folks, LGBTQ plus folks. What is the G team? Are they just a figment of our imagination? Thoughts on the tariffs ruin the Scrappy bobblehead? Oh yeah, that's another. I didn't even bring that up. The Scrappy bobblehead got delayed because of the tariffs. Because that dork ass president we got. Chet is on a better team. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of want to talk about Disneyland now. I personally love PNC Park. Yeah, PNC. I mean, those are all three great. Yeah. I mean, my favorite ballpark is Oracle Park, but it's because I'm biased. I'll tell you this though. It's hard for me to really rank because I love every ballpark. I've never been to a ballpark I don't like. I've been to like experiences I don't like. Like A's in Sacramento is just weird. It's just a weird vibe. They suck at their production, but it's not the stadium's fault because the stadium for the River Cats I love. I did a River Cats video there years ago. I love that stadium for the minor leagues. So I don't hate the stadium. It's not the stadium's fault. But like there's really good food there. Like, yeah, it's a great place. It's just not, it shouldn't be where the A's are. But yeah, there's not a stadium I don't like. So it's hard. Like I loved Globe Life Park, Globe Life Field. I loved them both. I love Citi Field. Like there's not a stadium I don't love. So yeah. G Team is a high energy and passionate team that interacts with Giants fans all season long. Okay, yeah. See, I never even see the G Team. I don't know. Just why don't they just tell her like, hey, you gotta, don't. If that's even true, why, hate that the Dodger Stadium faces the mountains and not the downtown skyline. Yeah, I think it's for wind reasons. But yeah, it would be super dope with the LA skyline in the back. All right, what else? What else are we talking about here? Uh, it's bad my mind goes to the G unit. Nah, it should go to the G unit. Still got a freaking burn line, dude. It's crazy. My hair's getting wild, dude. My hair's getting wild, folks. What was I gonna show you guys? All right, we got some updates. I actually like seeing the mountains when the Dodgers games. I mean, Elysian Park up there is cool. It's better than a lot of views, but the skyline would be sick. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, this is Disneyland Forward. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let me show you. All right. So here, let me actually. This one's a better one. So they announced that where in Disney California Adventure, where Monsters Inc. is the old Hollywood area, they're gonna turn it into Avatar Land, Avatar Village, Avatar Estates, Pandora Hills. I don't know. Look, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't get it, man. Who saw Avatar, dude? How is it one of the highest grossing franchises ever? It's such surface level tripe, dude. Oh. I saw the first one. And it was fine. You know, it was fine. It's not the Goonies, though. It ain't the Rocketeer, dude. It had no heart, no soul. Now, here's the thing, though. Monsters, Inc. is the only ride that they're taking out for this. But I love that ride. As a fan of classic, old-school dark rides, I love Monsters, Inc. at Disneyland. But that area does need a refresh. So I'm not... Here's the thing. I'm not against not changing anything. Like, against changing anything. Like, I'm not one of the people that thinks Disneyland needs to just be a museum. Although, you know, personally, I would love that. Like, I wish it stayed, like, 1998 forever. But, like, it does need a refresh. So if Monsters, Inc. was going to go away so they could redo that whole area, cool. But why Avatar, dude? Why Avatar, dude? You know? I mean, I wouldn't do that. Part of the reason I love PNC and Petco, the views, yeah, for sure. Another reason why Dodger Stadium doesn't face Skyline because the sunsets. Yeah. Yeah. Top 5 favorite rides. The train. I'm boring. The train. Mark Twain Riverboat, dude. Big Thunder Mountain. Space Mountain. Pirates of the Caribbean. Boom. Honorable mention, Storybook Land Canal Boats, dude. Get off my back. All right? Get off my back now. Yeah, you're right. I think it's the sun, not the wind. I was probably wrong. Also going to build a parking garage. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment. Really weird ride with the doors. You mean Monsters Inc.? What's your favorite food at Disneyland? There used to be these little fajitas, dude. Me and my brother got chicken fajitas, dude. They were so good at California Adventure. And I don't think they have them anymore. I checked last time. They weren't there anymore. But they're in California Adventure in a little San Francisco Monterey food court, which is now San Francisco. Those were so good, dude. I post a lot. If you join the Discord, I actually post a lot. I post a lot of pictures of Disneyland food. The chicken fusilli pasta from Pizza Port, I really like. I think it's a sleeper. What else? The corn dog at the end of Main Street. Big fried, greasy corn dog. Oh, dude. Oh. Monte Cristo sandwich from Blue Bayou's crazy, right? Goes stupid. Avatar: The Last Airbender is better. Yeah. 10 minutes of the first Avatar. Which Anaheim sports venue has the best food? Angel Stadium or Honda Center? I've never been to Honda Center. Bay Area Throwbacks has, though. Bay Area Throwbacks. Honda Center or Angel Stadium? I don't get it either. I don't think of Avatar when I think of Disney at all. 'Cause it made almost $1 billion each time they release a movie. That's what I'm saying. But who? Why? Who? Guardians of the Galaxy? Is there gonna be a Family Guy ride? That would be funny. Oh yeah, Dole Whip. Come on, Dole Whip. But look, here's my thing, dude. Who here? I just want to know, man. I just need to know, and this is very, very important. So listen up, okay? I just need to know, like, please, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But tell me, dude. Does anyone know a fan of Avatar? Not someone who saw it and was like, it's cool. I don't, maybe I have, but I just haven't committed to memory. I never remember seeing anyone wearing an Avatar t-shirt or an Avatar backpack or playing with Avatar toys or having little Avatar earrings they got off Etsy. I've never seen kids with little Avatar shoes with Velcro. Who is emotionally invested in Avatar, dude? Please. Please. Because why, dude? Try not to eat when I go to games. I'm the same way, actually. Chicken tenders and waffle fries at Honda Center are good. That does sound good. You didn't read that they own the rights to the movie. That's why they want to build it. No, I know. I get that. I'm just saying. Look, I don't care about the corporate stuff, you know? Plots might be kind of plain, but the visuals in Avatar are stunning. Oh, yeah, it looks good. But who's emotionally invested in it, dude? Like, if you go anywhere, let alone Disneyland, you see Marvel stuff everywhere. You see people wearing shirts, backpacks, hats, bandanas, dude. Wrist things. You see swinging toys around. I've never seen Avatar stuff. Like, and this is the thing. Like I said, yeah, like Jonathan just said, it's fine. But fine enough to build a whole thing? Someone said it should be Zootopia instead. And Zootopia was fine also. But that makes more sense to me. That seemed better than Avatar. I saw Zootopia and I was like, oh, that's a good movie. It came out 10 years ago. Now the third one's coming out this year. Yeah, I guess. I just don't get it, bro. Like, I see people with, Darth Vader tattoos, dude. I've never seen an Avatar tattoo. I've never. It's a children's movie? I don't think it's not. I don't think it's supposed to be a children's movie. More children investing in it? No, you see more adults wearing Marvel stuff. Avatar first came out, it was like everyone's favorite Halloween costume. I don't remember that. Were people wearing Avatar Halloween costumes? I don't remember that either. I'm just saying, like, I'm not against them doing something new. I just wish it wasn't Avatar. That's all. And I'm not alone. This has been all over the internet. People are like, why Avatar? It doesn't even fit the area. Like, it doesn't fit the surround. Like, I mean, obviously they're going to change it a whole lot, but it's like, it makes sense in Animal Kingdom. And it's supposed to be amazing in Animal Kingdom at Disney World. That makes sense. You got different jungles, some fictional, and then you have Pandora. Like, it blends. But in California Adventure, like, I don't know, dude. I don't like it. Avatar is so boring to me. I'll be honest. It's so boring. It's so surface level to me. It feels like AI created it. Did James Cameron do AI? No, Spielberg did. I was gonna say, did he actually work on AI and he made it make him a movie? Here's the cool thing though. There's gonna be a Coco ride. So Coco ride is cool, It's back. It's gonna be back in the corner. It's just a corner that's been like kind of neglected. So I'm happy about this. This is gonna be awesome. And I've already been on this rant a million times, but just to put it out there again in this section of my live streaming endeavors, I want original rides, and they don't do them anymore. They used to. There used to be more of a balance. They refuse to do it. Every ride has to be connected to an IP now. I get it, but like Coco's cool. I like Coco, so fine. But like, I wish they could just do something original, man. Tell me a new story, dude, that I've never heard before. Introduce new characters. I'm sick. I'm just sick of the same stuff. Now here's the other part. I'll show you guys. Oh, this is concept art for the Avengers, one of the new Avengers rides. Paint the Night Parade. So here's gonna be the parking. There's a new parking structure, and this is gonna be the new, like, east entrance. Now this is a big deal to me, and this one makes me sad, but like, I have to accept it because it, you know, whatever. So this is the entrance I always enter. This is Harbor Boulevard side. So Disneyland Hotel's on the other side. So this was like the transportation terminal. Obviously, it looks like Avatar is gonna stretch out more than it used to. And the entrance is gonna dip inwards more than it does now. And there's gonna be a pedestrian walkway that connects that parking garage. Now this makes me sad because this is my entrance, right? That hotel it's showing at the bottom is the motel that I like staying in. That's where we're gonna be staying in July. The Tropicana, which I went to last year. It's my favorite motel to stay at. You just walk right across the street. So it definitely makes me a little sad that the look of it's gonna change, but it's a change that probably should happen, so it's fine. But I'm gonna be sad about it. You know what I mean? It'll look totally different, so we'll see. This is Epic University gonna make a portal. I mean, I guess Dodgers Land. This guy. Hey, we don't need the trolling, dude. I think it was like that when Avatar first came out. Oh, I read that. Avatar is my favorite. Get out of here, Jennifer. I was an Avatar fan I've seen was the Rookie. That guy was wearing a full Navi body paint. See, that was a sponsorship. Peter Griffin is based on New England Fathers. Yeah. Here's what I have to say about Avatar. Worst dialogue written movie I've ever heard. Absolutely. Graphics are amazing. Absolutely. Story, cool. I thought it was boring. But writing, terrible. Yeah, some of the worst dialogue imaginable. It's like a sixth grader wrote it. No, I think they're getting rid of like most of the Hollywood area, but I don't know. They're both Avatar billion at the box office. They don't feel like pop culture phenomenons at all. It just feels forced, man. It just feels forced. Pretty sure Avatar was supposed to be an allusion to the Native American versus European. Yeah, it was. An allegory. Well, he was one of the first directors using his movies. Yeah. Yeah, the Coco ride would be sick. I've never been to Disney World, but I do want to go. Only movie ride that's the best is Jurassic Park. You're still going to be able to walk across the street, see the big sign. There you can still walk from the ground level. No, I know, but it's going to look different. I understand it's going to work the same. Nothing's changing. I'm just saying the look of it is going to look totally different. So it's going to make me sad. I'm going to feel nostalgic when I see old pictures of how it used to look, you know? Again, this is not a bad change. I'm just saying, you know, you're always a little sad about changes. Been to Disneyland Forward. My favorite ride there is Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a good one. I think it's fine discussing Disneyland was people using kids with special needs so they can get fast passes. Yeah, that happens a lot. Hexen News live stream of LA and it's getting pretty wild. Man. Graphics aren't enough to claim a movie is good. Saying a book is good except pictures are nice. Yeah, I agree. So I'll show you guys real quick. So this is Disneyland, right? If you don't know. So this is Disneyland. This is Highway 5, or as they say down there, the 5. But this is Disneyland, main park. This is the middle plaza. My brick is still there somewhere with my name on it. And this is California Adventure. This used to be the old parking lot, but now it's a whole nother theme park. And when you walk in, this is now called Buena Vista Street, the entryway. And then when you turn this way, you make a left when you walk in. This is Hollywood Boulevard. So this is all themed to old Hollywood. It's been an area that's been super neglected. Muppets was here and they closed it. The Animation Academy was here and it used to have the Beast Library and all this stuff that they closed. There used to be this big Aladdin show in here that was really popular. I think, was it here or was it in one of these other theaters? They had a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game, which is actually really fun. And then they have the, right here, they have Monsters, Inc. So this used to be Superstar Limo, really terrible ride. They changed it to Monsters, Inc., so it's really popular. So this area is going to be Avatar Land. And then this is what I'm talking about. So this is Harbor Boulevard. This is the crosswalk. There's a little entry sign right here. And then this is like the transportation hub, so buses come and stuff. And then you walk through here, walk through security, and you're in the center plaza. My brick is somewhere like right here. Or right here, actually. Which I think they're taking out soon when they all do all this. So I got to get some pictures of it and clean it up when I next see it. But anyway, so right across the street, right here, this is the Tropicana. This is my favorite. This is my favorite hotel right here. The best memories of my life in this hotel. And then look, you can walk 2 doors down to McDonald's if you're hungry, right? And I always wondered, there used to be a hotel here, but there's been this empty parking lot in between. And I was always curious, like, whoa, what happened here? So I didn't realize Disney owns this. And they own this huge parking lot back here. So this is where they're going to build. I think they're going to tear this building down. And they're going to build a giant parking garage here. And then have the walkway go right through here. And across the street. Into the new entryway. So yeah, it's going to be a huge change for this entry side of the park. So I'll definitely be a little sad about it. But, you know, like I said, it's probably a necessary change. It's all good. But, you know, I'll miss it. I'll miss it for sure. But I don't know, man. Just like Avatar. I just don't get it, man. And here's the thing. So today I was called a Disney adult, okay? And I said yes. Yes, I am, dude. I'm more of a Disneyland adult. Good night, Diosa. I like Disneyland. Disney in itself is cool. Like, I like Disney movies, but that's not like what I'm passionate about, right? I have Disneyland stuff all over my walls. I have Disneyland stuff behind me, I think, too, probably. I don't know. There's some Disneyland stuff here. But look, I love Disneyland. And at the game, two buddies of mine, they called me a Disney adult. And I said, yup. But here's the thing, dude. I don't like Disney adults. All right? And yes, this is an inclusive channel, but I'll tell you why. Okay? It's not because why most people talk about Disney adults. Like, it's cringe, grow up, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that, dude. Do your thing, right? But be interested in whatever hobby you want, whatever you want. I don't care, dude. Do it. Be weird about it. Be not weird about it. I don't care, dude. I don't judge you for that. And that's what most people hate Disney adults for. I don't like that. Okay? I don't like that, dude. If people want to like something or be passionate about something, let them. Okay? Now, the thing with Disneyland and Disney adults is some of them take it too far and they get toxic and they have like fan groups and they hate on each other. That's weird. I don't respect that. But like, to just be passionate and love something, that's not why I hate Disney adults, okay? I hate Disney adults because they will accept anything. They'll accept anything, dude. Disney puts out anything, they'll line right up, dude. And the resellers will grab a bunch of it and resell it on eBay. Stop accepting everything. And then maybe we wouldn't get things like Avatar, man. God, dude. That's why I don't like Disney adults. Like, why? Don't you guys want, like, you know what? It's me, dude. It's my fault, dude. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description if Burger King wants to link up. It's me, dude. All right, I'm in the minority. I get it. You guys love Avatar and Marvel and Star Wars, and I like that stuff too. But it's just like, bro, I just don't get it, man. I don't want to spend thousands of dollars to go to a theme park that's just like the freaking all the stuff I watch at home. Like, I want to see something new that I can only see there. I don't want to just see a ride version of a movie I can watch at home. I don't want that. I want original experiences, new stuff. Tell me new stories. Introduce new characters and plot points. I don't need to see Anakin Skywalker's trials and tribulations again. They don't have that at Disneyland, but I'm just saying as an example, right? And yeah, dude, I went to Avengers Camp. Avengers Campus sucks, right? It might be good at some point, but right now it sucks. But it might be good at some point, but right now it sucks. But I went, me and my niece, we watched the little Spider-Man show. It was fine, dude. We got to see Spider-Man robot do a flip, right? Cool. But you know what, dude? I got the platinum trophy on the Spider-Man game on PS4. You know what I mean? I've done those flips at home. I've done better flips, quite frankly. I saved a whole city, dude. I saved all of New York City. I saved Manhattan at least. Maybe not the whole city, but Manhattan. I saved it myself. Got the trophies for it, dude. I don't need to spend thousands of dollars to just go watch that happen again in a much lesser... You guys know what I'm saying, dude. But like growing up, you know what I couldn't do? I couldn't visit a haunted mansion. You know what I mean? I couldn't watch a bunch of ballroom dancer ghosts dancing around. I couldn't, like, now, yes, there's movies now, but like, you know what I mean? There wasn't. Matterhorn bobsleds, dude. I get to pretend I'm in the Swiss Alps with a Yeti chasing me. You kidding me, dude? That was way more exciting. But I guess it's just me, dude. It's not Disney adults, dude. I'm just hating to hate. I just want them to do... Can I just get one? It just sucks because I love Disneyland so much and it's just no longer catering to me at all. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't cater... Like, and obviously, it shouldn't just cater to me only. There's billions of people out there. But, like, can people and like-minded people like me, can we just get one attraction? Because it's been the last Disneyland ride that wasn't tied to a movie franchise or toy franchise or whatever was the Rocket Rods in 1998. You know what I mean? Like, bro, almost 30 years, bro. Like, we're getting close to 30 years without an original ride at Disneyland Park. Stupid. But hey, maybe it's me. I-5. Some say the 5 or 2. So in the Bay Area, we say the freeway names with just the number. And in Southern California, they say the. So it's a California thing that we beef. You know, it's really cool that they're bringing back the original sign. No, I think it is cool they're bringing back the original sign. Paul, I think you're taking this wrong. I'm fine with them changing it. I'm just going to be sad because it's going to be different than it's been my whole life in my childhood. That doesn't mean I don't want it. Like, if it was up to me, yeah, go ahead and make the change. But I'd still be sad. So when I go in July, I'm going to be taking pictures of it so I can remember. Like, I have pictures of me and my best friend that's no longer in my life. Like, my mom took a picture of us from the hotel of us walking across the street into the entryway. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm going to be sad, but that doesn't mean I'm against change. I'm not. Saying the Avatar, here's a material that's found underneath the tree. It's called unobtainium. Yeah. So ridiculous. Indiana Jones ride was cool, even though the ride broke down near the platform. Fresh Bake says that they're tearing down both of those studio warehouses. Wow. They're not tearing down the Hyperion? That's wild. I met Fresh Baked before. Also want to visit Orlando, Florida. Magic game at the Kia Center. That'd be fun. Oh, I should have talked about the Magic jerseys. Maybe I'll talk about it next time. I say the 5. I'm a Central Valley. Yeah, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Central Valley says the also. But in the Bay, we say just the number. And the parking garage is going to be twice as big as the one they built on the other side. That's crazy. Because that garage is huge already. Howard Johnson's. Just past the Maccas. Yeah, bro. I think I stayed there once too. Is Universal Studios any good? I always hear it is, but I haven't been in a long, long time. What's up, Jenny? Now we're on the same thing with wrestling fans that literally will take any abuse and suck up to ownership. Yeah. BK, have it your way. Toxic fan, but either way is not a good thing. Yeah. I never heard of Disney adults. Oh, it's a whole thing. That Terminator 3D. I never got to see that. Some of the Disney adults are very weird. Has been 20 years time a weirdo was talking to me about how much he loves Mickey. Not in a normal way. That's funny. Disney Philly. Love Matterhorn. The Matterhorn's great, dude. And I don't care how old I get. If it breaks my back, dude, I'm still going to ride it. Apparently, at Disney World, there's these McMansions on Disney property. Yeah, I think Disney doesn't own those anymore, I don't think. Like Celebration. They built the town of Celebration, but I don't think they own it anymore. I could be wrong. And then WW, and they're putting this in the car ride, take out the rivers of America. Oh, yeah, no, I'm upset about that. I wasn't even going to bring that up, but now that you brought it up, let's talk about it. Now that you brought it up, Paul, you just opened a can of worms, buddy. Let me go find the Magic Kingdom here. Where is it? Where is it? SeaWorld. Is it north or south? I don't know Orlando. It's got to be down here, huh? Gatorland. Oh, here it is. Oops. Dude, where's the Magic Kingdom? All-Star Resort. Here's all the resorts. Here's Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom Lodge. Here's Epcot. Dude, where's Magic Kingdom? Am I tripping? Oh, there it is. Okay, so just like at Disneyland, they have a Rivers of America. So this is the Rivers of America. It's a little different because they have, was it Liberty Square? Yeah, Liberty Square. So instead of New Orleans, they have like Colonial America. And they have the Rivers of America. What I really liked is they still had kind of classic stuff on Tom Sawyer's Island that they got rid of at Disneyland for Pirates Lair, including the fort. So they have Fort Langhorne, which is still open. The one at Disneyland closed in like the late 90s. One of my favorite things. So I'd always hoped to go to Disney World to see this fort. And now they've announced that the Rivers of America, most of this is going to go away. They're going to keep Big Thunder Mountain, which if you notice, if you know Disneyland, it's on the other side. So Big Thunder Mountain's actually where Haunted Mansion is at Disney World. And then the Haunted Mansion is way over here on the other side. Actually, they're basically like almost swapped. So they're going to keep Big Thunder Mountain, but this whole area, they're getting rid of all the classic Frontierland stuff. And they're turning it into like a Cars Land. And it's going to be like a Frontier Cars Land. It's going to be like Wilderness Cars Land or something. But I'm just really sad because I never got to see this. And yeah, dude, I'm bummed, you know. I wish I could at least see it before they change it. Here's their riverboat right here. It's funny, on Google Maps it's backstage, but and like I said earlier, the Mark Twain riverboat at Disneyland is one of my favorite things. So I always hope to see their riverboat. And now I'm not going to be able to see it, so that's a bummer. I am not happy about that either. They sold Celebration when they do that. Own that other one that's part of Club 33. Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one that is. Don't say the Bart. Come off like a little stiff because I'm using dictation software. Interesting. I want to know how that works. Like just voice? It's always love, bro. My opinion on Florida is you don't have to like their politics. There's so much to see in places like Orlando. There's places to see everywhere, man. A lot of cool stuff. Disneyland Forward project is going to fix Tomorrowland, but how? I don't even have they haven't said anything about Tomorrowland, so it's like the most neglected place in the parks. All they have to do is replace the People Mover track and reopen the People Mover, dude. Oh yeah, you just said it. Yeah, it's not that hard, man. Just replace the track. You could do it super quick and cheap. Not too far from where you stay. My dad hired a Mustang convertible. How fun! Read they're making a robot Walt. Yep. Walt never wanted to be a robot, but they're making him a robot. It's opening this July at Disneyland, so it's going to be part of the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln Walt Disney story. Don't they got gators? Yes, they do. Entire river, including islands, are going away. That's so sad, man. That's so sad. Again, though, I'm not against change, but it's like I would rather they plus things than just demolish things that people love, right? But again, like with Monsters Inc., I would accept. I love that ride, but I would accept it going away if they were doing something exciting. But to me, Avatar is just not exciting. You know what I mean? Looked up the association that's part of 33 Club. It's called Disney Golden Oaks. It's like super elitist country club type of people. That's crazy. I got to go to Club 33 once in 2001. So I'm very happy because I got to see the old Club 33 before they what was it? In the last 10 years, they the Club 33 in New Orleans Square. They totally redid it. And what sucks about them redoing that is they took away the cool courtyard in New Orleans Square. It was one of my favorite little hideouts. And they made that part of Club 33. That's like the new entrance. So it's like you just took away one of the coolest courtyards from the public. Anyways, dude. Disney adults, stop accepting everything, dude. Stop lining up for all the popcorn buckets, you know? Dude, I saw a picture of a reseller walking back to the parking garage, and he had like 10 of the Mickey robot popcorn buckets they put out. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's like a whole Mickey, and he moves and talks. I hate resellers. Just don't buy it. Who am I talking to, dude? Nobody cares what I have to say. You know, my last video got 120 views, dude. Nobody cares. This kid cares, though. Huh? How much have I changed? Man, that's shocking when you see it. When you see it up close, right? Fresh-faced. And now it's all over. It's all downhill from here. All right, anything else? I just don't get Avatar Land. Coco's going to be awesome. I like Coco. Coco's the best. Coco's a great movie, so I'm happy about that. There's something about Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland in July, so I probably won't do any videos since the last videos did so poorly anyways. I'm just going to have fun with my niece. My niece is going to turn 13, and that sucks, you know? And that sucks. What do you want me to say, dude? It sucks. I don't want her to grow up, dude. I want her to be a happy-go-lucky kid forever. I want her to be a stinky little kid. I just gonna deal with boys, dude, and paying taxes. Get out of here. Get out of here, dude. Somehow Tomorrowland has a ride about the evolution of technology. It hasn't been refurbished in 30 years. Jake, you always care, and I appreciate it. Country clubs used to be extremely rated. I think they're still. Feeling, man, my page only has 50 followers. I've been stuck there for like 4 months. It's hard, man. It's hard. Videos are great. I love the Weird Museum in Austin. Thank you. I was trying to find my Museum of the Weird shirt to wear today, but I couldn't find it, so I wore my Goonies shirt since the 40th anniversary yesterday. I'm gonna watch the Goonies. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it tonight, but I gotta watch it. Coco is the best. Happy for some Mexican representation. Yeah, and especially like that's one thing they really dropped the ball with California Adventure when it was still California themed is like there should have been a lot more like Mexican representation. They dropped the ball there. Like all they had was a little bit in the food court area. They had like the tortilla tour. Yeah, they could have done more. So I'm glad they're finally doing something. And Coco's such like it's kind of perfect for like I think it's gonna be like a boat ride, right? That's like perfect. So I miss physical pictures. Yeah, I do too. I still print out some pictures, but I don't even know where this came from. This just kind of popped up here. I've been cleaning my place though, so I've been putting stuff in random places. So this must have just been tucked somewhere. But dude, hold on, dude. The turtleneck with the snazzy early 90s button up with the like spray, it's like spray paint swirls, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. Kid knew what he was doing. Kid knew what he was doing. You know? Yeah, and please, if you haven't yet, please go watch my Museum of the Weird episode I just put out the other day. It's the worst performing video that I've had in the last like 5 years. And all my videos have performed terribly lately, so that's saying something when it's even worse. So it's an awesome museum. And that's a place, you know, to go back to the previous topic, they were totally fine with me filming, super cool about it. Super nice people there. Awesome museum. Crazy collection of stuff. If you're ever in Austin, definitely stop on by. It's really dope. Did California Adventure just sell the whitewashed Mexican food? Basically, yeah. That's an early 90s drip. That's what I'm telling you. Turtleneck under the button up. Get out of here, dude. Hit the road. Kid knew what he was doing. Right? And he turned into this guy who's got a sunburn from the Oakland Ballers game and it's peeling on his face. And then it dried up right here on his nostrils. So it's like it got like flaky. So then it just looks like he has boogers. But he doesn't. It's just flaky. And it happens like every 2 months. And it's annoying. It's something he has to deal with, dude. That's who he became. And then he got Burger King on the way home. And he has Rickwood Field dirt. And there's nothing you can say about that. Okay? He's got a Vin Scully bobblehead. That's right. He's got a Dodgers bobblehead, even though he hates the Dodgers. But he loves Vin Scully because Vin Scully's a Giants fan. That's who we're talking about. That's who we're dealing with. Kid knew what he was doing. Revisit Locke again? That'd be cool. I would love to go to Locke again. But dude, I'm telling you, I have such a backlog of history videos I'm trying to do. Like, literally, I'm like, oh, I gotta go there. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. And I just can't get to it all. Like, if this channel was full time, I could churn through a lot more. Unfortunately, that's not how it goes. But I am working on 3 history videos that will be out shortly. Like I said, I understand a lot of people love the sports stuff. I'm not doing as much sports stuff. The rest of this year will be less sports stuff than it's been the past year. The past year's been like almost every video sports. This second half of 2025, I don't even know what sports videos I'm going to do, honestly. Like, if I go to the Bristol Motor Speedway baseball game, I'll do that. I got to get to a Bills game and see that stadium before it's gone. And I got to do Kezar Stadium before they start renovating. Those are like the only videos I have planned in the near future for sports. You know, I've already done a Roots video this year. My types of videos I can't just like keep rehashing, and then I'm not going to do a Giants game unless, I'll do a Giants game if I go to like, if we have a crazy playoff push, there's a big game and I go to the game, I'll do a video, but like, who knows, right? Or, you know, if the Valkyries make the playoffs, maybe I'll do first Valkyries playoff game ever. You know, it's not looking too good. They're an expansion team, but you never know. And but if, like I told you guys last week, there is a chance I'm gonna go on a work trip, and if I do, there's a new baseball stadium where I'm gonna go that I haven't been to yet, so I'll do a video there. But like otherwise, I don't know, dude. I really don't know what sports videos I'm gonna do, and so I want to. As of 2 weeks ago, it's down one or two because I put a couple videos out, but I still have like 20 videos to edit, so there's no shortage. You know what I mean? That was a style back then. Turtlenecks should make a comeback, dude. I'm gonna bring back turtlenecks, dude. Calling it. I'm bringing back turtlenecks. Sunscreen. All right, so I think I told this story last week, but I actually bought sunscreen on the way to this game, the Oakland Ballers game last weekend, and it was super foggy and cloudy when I got there, so I left it in the car, and then the clouds parted during the game, and I got burned. Today, I didn't forget the sunscreen. I put it on for the Giants game, and then the sun barely came out, so, you know, that's how it goes. Sad when you can find the most authentic Mexican food outside of Mexico anywhere in Southern California. Yeah, no, for sure. They should add something better. Soda for Burger King, not sponsored, but it can be. Absolutely. It can be. Burger King, if you're out there, dude, if you're in the chat, let me know. How much income do you need to do this whole time while you done that equation? Yeah, dude, it's a lot. It's the Bay Area, bro. That's the hard part. Like, it would be a lot less if I moved, but like I can't move. I got family here, and yeah, I can't really move. It's a lot, bro. It's like 6 figures to replace my full-time job. Yeah, I make pretty good money at my full-time job, and I'm still struggling. So put 2 and 2 together on how the rent goes here. You know, and again, I live on my own. I don't live with anyone. I don't have a significant other. I'm doing my thing, right? So like, I got, it's all on me, buddy. And you know, my channel costs a lot of money, actually. Like doing all the stuff I do, camera, either upgrades, repair. I think I told you guys I just got my camera and my lens repaired. That was $2,000, almost. Not $2,000. Almost though, almost $2,000 to get everything fixed. So, you know, it costs a lot of money, man. You know, I try to do high quality productions and go cool places. And, you know, the NBA All-Star Game, I did that video earlier this year, and that was the most expensive ticket I ever bought. And that video barely got any views either. So that's how it goes. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, I have to make a lot of money, which is not feasible. So I'm not expecting anything. You just need to make another channel at this point. I don't know, man. Still never visited Keysar. Yeah, you got to go to a SF City FC game, man. In Southern California, you can drive a few hours and get real authentic Mexican food. Yeah, I mean, there's so much good stuff in California. Group meetup lock video would be sick. I would definitely go. Dude, would you? I mean, it would be like 4 of us. Convention video? Like what kind of convention? Like any convention? I've actually wanted to do that. You burn more when it's cloudy? Oh, really? Well, I put it on today. So they were able to fix that stuff? Yeah, I got it fixed. Actually, I haven't even picked up the lens. It went to my mom's house. I got to go pick it up. I feel like if you did this full time, the content would probably get worse because it would cease to be a hobby. I mean, look, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't think so, because I treat it like a job, and I haven't lost like my passion for I'm always gonna be a perfectionist and always care about what I do, and I want to do good work. Even at like my full-time job, I try to do good work. Like I like doing good work, so I don't see that being a problem. NBA is coming back to NBC. I just hope they have the theme song. Yeah. Oh, they say it's coming back. $4.2 million viewers. That's pretty good. A's in Sacramento video, 22K in only 2 months. Nah, I mean, yeah, there's been a couple, but some of the videos lately have been really bad, you know? Making it on your own in the Bay Area. I mean, yeah, bro, I'm trying, bro. It's, you know, it's not easy. But yeah, I've came a long way. So I seen the other channel starting a new channel posting his old content. Didn't do as well on his main page. They all get massive views now. Interesting. Upcoming Comic Con at the Moscone Center. Yeah, that'd be fun, dude. I'd like to do that. If Adam the Woo can do this, so can you. Adam, he does it really shitty job. I'm really lazy. Yeah, I mean, it helps when you start that early too, so you build a fan base. I guess this is like my thing with that. Like, and I'm sorry this always comes up. Like, I'm not trying to get on my live stream and just like complain about views. I just, I'm just transparent, and I also like to make fun of myself. I'm very self-deprecating. But the thing, like Adam the Woo started really early, right? Like he started in 2011 or something. And I guess at this point, like I'll do videos where it's like, I know this isn't super popular. Like I know this is not a super popular topic. But I was hoping at this point that people would be invested enough in what we're doing here to watch it anyways. Like they do with Adam the Woo or Justin Scard. Like Justin Scard, I watch more than anyone. He does plenty of videos on topics that it's not something I'm interested in, but I'm interested, and I buy into what he's doing on his channel. I appreciate his channel. I like what he does. So I'll watch it, even if it's not a topic I'm into. I haven't seemed to be able to like kind of crack that. So yeah, certain videos, people watch, and then other ones it's like they skip them. And this, my channel, it was a something or other tour because we did a little something or other. It was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You never know. Variety show. It's a variety show. Variety of things. You never know. So I wanted people to buy into that idea, which is obviously harder than I thought it was going to be. Especially when the algorithm, like, it wants you to kind of churn through the same topic. It wants you to find a niche, and it wants you to like push hard at that niche. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I'm not going to complain about it. Like I started this live stream about, there's people being ripped away from their families, people being bombed, people being genocided. I can't complain about my views, bro. Like I'm cool. I'm safe for now until the dork ass president sends the National Guard in here. On YouTube, Shilla, your content is way too good to not get pushed by them. I mean, here's the thing, man. I mean, I appreciate you saying that. Like, that is nice of you to say. But I can see the analytics. Like, I can see that, dude, the museum. Look, I'll show you guys. Hold on. I don't mind the transparency. I'll show you. Look. This is Museum of the Weird, my latest video. I've made 34 cents on that video. So big money. Big money. Where's the reach? So look, reach 4.2 thousand impressions, 1.8% click-through rate. That is abysmal. That means people are seeing the thumbnail and not clicking it. That means less than 2 people out of 100 will click my video when they see it. So that is terrible. So I wouldn't necessarily blame it on YouTube. Now, I suck at thumbnails. I don't like my thumbnails either, but like I try. I don't know what else to put, dude. Put Museum of the Weird, put a bunch of the stuff there, put the skull. I mean, what else, what else can I really do there? Look, notification click-through rate, 0.2%. So that means the people who got notifications for this video, 0.2% clicked it. So typical on YouTube is 0.5 to 2.5%. So I'm less than typical. But I will say this is nonsense. Like, look, YouTube search terms. Alias TV, I don't know what that is. Less mommies, that sounds like something weird that I maybe don't want to be connected to. And then I don't know even know which characters these are. It looks Korean to me, right? And look, content suggesting the video. It's some Korean video. I don't even want to click it because it might be weird. And then there's a French video. What is this, dude? Why is it? So, okay, this is where YouTube is screwing me because it's presenting my video next to these videos that have nothing to do with anything. The Haters Guide to the 2025 NBA Finals is recommending Museum of the Weird. So, yeah, all right, this is screwing me over. I didn't see this. But I'll tell you this, to give you another example. The Arco Arena video, which ended up being, the best video, the best performing video. I got 1 million views. Did great. It was a dud at first. It was a dud. Right? Wait, sorry. I was just yeah, it was a dud, and when I looked at the videos that was recommending Arco Arena video, had nothing to do with like sports, abandoned stuff. It was terrible recommendations. But eventually that slowly shifted. It took like a couple months though. So for like 2 months I was depressed because I was like, oh my God, we got into an abandoned NBA arena and like we had like a few hundred views. I was like, oh my God. And then finally the algorithm picked it up. So I'm just showing you guys. I'm just being transparent. You know what I mean? I need better. I'm thinking about going back to the way I used to do thumbnails, which is just a little cleaner and less like, oh, whoa, whoa. Because whoa, whoa, whoa doesn't seem to be working anymore. So I don't know. But yeah, that's just to give you guys a little insight. You know what I mean? Told me I was gay if I didn't do sports. Can someone please explain Savannah Bananas then? Wait, what do you mean? What? I'm confused. The Savannah Banana? Are you saying the Savannah Bananas are gay? I was gay if I didn't do sports. It's like a riddle. I don't get it. Really think you need to do collaborations. You need to be able to leech off the followers. Yeah, I mean, look, I've done collaborations. I'm open to it. It's just a lot of times people leave you high and dry in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Having a niche seems to be the way. No, it for sure is. But I thought at this point, after 9 years, I thought people would buy into like the variety show aspect. You know what I mean? Need a team of viewers who help you promote your channel. I mean, well, I can't. I don't know. If you do a trip with them, then followers will gravitate you naturally. Like Jessica, you should try and get Justin to come to San Francisco. I've tried to talk to him. I mean, look, I met up with Adam the Woo a couple times. Those didn't really help because they were like so quick. I talked to Jacob the Carpetbagger, and I was supposed to link up with him in San Francisco, but it's been a few years. And now he's a lot bigger now, so it's like, yeah. I mean, I've tried and I'm open to it. It's just it's not easy to get get in touch with them, especially Justin Scard. He doesn't like to do collabs. He's done a video at the Walt Museum too. I think the biggest thing that I find is hard about your channel is that you're not consistent. You don't post on the same day. Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned this before, like last week, but I used to post every Thursday. It was a set time. It was Thursday, 10 a.m., something like 10 a.m. Pacific. Like I did it every Thursday. It's just, I can't do that now with a full-time job and stuff, But with all this backlog of videos, I'm thinking about like building up a buffer so that I can get back to that and then schedule out. So yeah, I do want that. It's just hard, There's these two people that are building a house in Vancouver, and they always post their videos on Thursday. Yeah. No, it's definitely better. Thumbnails are everything. Definitely gets me clicking on videos. But yeah, also though, even if my thumbnail is good, if they're showing it on these weird videos, like foreign language videos, urinating tree, haters guide. Oh yeah, I have heard of them. Love the transparency, dude. Always good to know more details. Yeah, for sure. Whole changing the thumbnail after 24 hours is something you should do also. Yeah, I did that. I've been doing that recently a little bit. It's just another thing, bro. Like I'm so busy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like I always got something I'm working on. Bro, I'm supposed to be there's 2 books I'm supposed to be writing and I barely made progress. Like yeah, it's just a lot, you know. And again, I live alone, right? So I have to do all the chores. I gotta do all the dishes, dude. I gotta clean the bathroom. I gotta clean the shower, dude. I gotta clean the microwave, right? It's just always something. Shout out, shout out, you know who that help clean my place though. I think you need to clap. Most of you are annoying. Some of them are. Some of them are cool. Say, I think having a more simple thumbnail might help. Honestly, I think uber busy thumbnails might turn people off. Yeah, I never liked them. So I don't know if you guys remember. Some of them still exist, but I replaced a lot of them. When I first started the channel, I used to do really simple thumbnails that I thought were more like artistic. They were more like cinematic. And I kind of want to go back to that and without having like the big, letters. Pains me to say this, but one of your best thumbnails for the live show was Shohei Ohtani, and then the chat was infiltrated with Dodgers fans. I was so disappointed. I don't even remember that one. It was a live stream? Oh, I don't remember that. That's funny. Shohei sucks, dude. That's all I know. All I know is Shohei sucks. On the road, on the road. Man, I don't even remember. Was it when... Uh-oh. My browser just crashed. Was it when he signed with the Dodgers? Hey, I haven't missed a Sunday night live stream since I started, though. That's pretty good. I'm actually really happy about that. Actually really happy about that, dude. Freak, I don't know. I don't remember. Dan Marino. I can't find it. I don't remember, dude. I give up. Clickbait thumbnails are pretty annoying. Yeah, I don't clickbait, but I try to grab attention. But I don't know. I might do the simple thumbnails. Adam who had you in a reverse boycott video. Yeah. Dude, Adam was super nice, man. Adam was super cool. I think I told you guys this too, but he ended up going to San Diego at the same time I was going to San Diego right after that reverse boycott. And he said it like, oh, what's up? Like, almost like, let's link up. But I already had plans with my brother and stuff, so I didn't jump at it. So, yeah, I should have jumped at that. And then he ended up going to one of the same places we went to. Like, that's where I'm convinced you to shit. Like, I mean, I might be, man. You might be right. Don't go down the... And I'm not doing clickbait. I don't do clickbait. You're writing 2 books at the same time? Yep. One of them is supposed to... I brought in my cousin because I wanted him to get, like, an opportunity. And then he's disappeared on me. So that's what happens when you try to alley-oop to someone. Whatever. Maybe we'll finish it eventually. But yeah, the other book is I've got a lot of the chapters laid out, but there's a lot of writing I still got to do. And if I get serious about it, I'll definitely tell you guys more about it and the whole process. But I'm so early on that a lot of it's just kind of in my head. So I've laid out chapters and whatnot, but I haven't really dove in. So I want to wait till I'm at least diving in. When I'm diving in, I'll be more transparent about it. And the other one that I started with my cousin. We actually took a trip to start it. We actually 2 trips. We might have gone on 2 trips, like weekend trips. It's a partial photography book. a publisher actually emailed me and offered me this kind of publishing deal. And so I pitched my idea. They liked it. And me and my cousin started working on it. And that was 2 years ago. And I don't even know if that offer is still on the table. So that's what happens, folks. That's what happens. I hope it's still on the table. I'll finish it someday. Actually, I've been thinking about... I need to take another little trip. I'll just tell you, it's about gold country. So I just need to take another little trip. And I think I can kind of finish the photography part. There's probably at least another 2 days work of photography, and then the writing in earnest. And I could probably knock out the writing in a couple weeks if I really focus on it. It'd probably be pretty simple. But I have to kind of revisit it because it's been 2 years, so I can't remember how I wanted to structure it. So I know I have a lot of notes and a lot of stuff I've written, but I hope it's more thorough than I think it is, because otherwise I'm gonna have to kind of formulate the whole narrative again. But yeah, NorCal or SoCal? I mean, they're both different. I mean, I'm from the Bay, so I love the Bay, right? Like but they're different, you know. But we're like cousins. I love Southern California. I love LA. I love San Diego. Like I love it down there. I love out in the desert. I love it's, you know, I'm a California kid. What can I say? Do what playoff 49er Cup is that behind your left shoulder? Oh, that one? 2023. I think this is like the fancier cocktail cup or something. I want to say this. I probably got this at the championship game against the Lions, I think. Yeah. Look, who wants to go to the SF City game at Kezar Stadium? I got my media credentials. Let's go. I've just been thinking about writing a book about combat cookery, seeing as one of my fields of expertise. Hesitated to do it because the subject's too niche to sell well. Dude, just do it, man. You never know. Or find an angle to open it up a little bit, you know? There's got to be a way, to make it interesting to people even outside of like your target demographic. Been getting back into comic book writing. How cool. Uncreative hack. Just keep at it though, man. It's still a good outlet. I would love to do comic books too. Actually, I came up with like a comic book story years ago that I thought was pretty cool. It was like, I feel it's probably cliche now, but it was like a post-apocalyptic thing. And then I wrote the basics, the very basics of a movie, but it could also be like I guess like a graphic novel of a Western, a horror Western, basically. And I love the story, so like it would be so cool to like flesh that out someday. Yeah, get that one. I missed that one. Yeah, I think I didn't even buy that one. I think I grabbed it from a seat at the end of the game. I don't think it's a niche I don't think that's a niche thing. A lot of outdoors people would like that. Yeah, they would love MREs. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I think there's definitely a way to take that idea and make it what's it called? Accessible for a lot of people. Glad though, I have friends I've met online who are willing to do the art for my comics. How cool is that? Do you plan on creating any World Cup content next year? I do want to do that. Yes. The only problem is this is a weird thing. This is more of a personal problem, but it's kind of like the Super Bowl is going to be here this season, right? The Super Bowl is going to be here, and I have the chance to drop a deposit since I'm a season ticket holder for the Niners. I have a chance to drop a deposit to get Super Bowl tickets, but I would only do that to sell them Because, well, if the 49ers made it, maybe that'd be different. But if the 49ers aren't in it, I don't want my first Super Bowl to be at the stadium I go to all the time. I've talked about this a lot, but like, I want my first Super Bowl to be in some city I barely know. I want to have to fly there. I want to explore the city a little bit. I want to walk around, see the festivities, and I want to go to a stadium that's either new to me or I don't know it that well. Like, I don't. I said this before, dude, but I don't want to wake up in my own bed and then go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And I don't want to, after the Super Bowl, go home to sleep in my own bed. I don't want that. And I feel the same way with the World Cup. I'm like, man, I want to go because I've never been to a World Cup. But I don't know if I want to go here. Maybe because they're going to play a SoFi too, right? I mean, SoFi I've only been to once. So maybe that would work better. Or is it SoFi? There's somewhere in Southern California they're playing too, right? Aren't they playing in like multiple cities? I don't know. But it's like I don't really want to go at Levi's Stadium because it's like it won't feel as special to me because I go to Levi's all the time. It's right down the street. So I don't know. But no, I would love to go, yeah. Try to get some of the FIFA Club World Cup games coming up in a few weeks. Are they here? Been doing it just simple comics like Batman mostly as an exercise. That's pretty cool. Listen to this diva. Dude, Gabriel, stop, dude. Stop, dude. Like, what's funner for you, dude? WrestleMania in a different city or WrestleMania just at Levi's, dude? Like, be honest. You got to explore Vegas for like a whole long weekend, dude. That's not funner. Rose Bowl? I would love to do the Rose Bowl. Just like a New Year's Day would be hard, you know? SoFi, so it is a SoFi. See, if I do go next year, I'd rather go to SoFi. At least the Super Bowl didn't screw us by going to a different city. Dude, speaking of, dude, we need an all-star game at Oracle Park again. It's ridiculous. We've only had one in 25 years. WrestleMania, Levi's Stadium, Vegas stuff. Dude, you just want to be a contrarian, dude. You just want to be, Gabe, you just want to be difficult because that's what you like to do, dude. You like to be difficult. You like to bully people. You like to be mean to people. You like to big league people. That's what you do. That's your thing. I get it. You know what's more fun? Saving money, Dylan. Yeah, I'm trying, man. Stop yelling at me. See, Paul knows. WrestleMania's in Baltimore would be cool, but it'd be so much cooler to go somewhere else. That's what I'm saying. You know, I think what I might do is write a book about combat medicine and some other combat specialties and compile it into an anthology. Dude, do it. Please do it. UCLA games at the Rose Bowl sucks. It's never sold out. Really? I think the Rose Bowl is the only California stadium hosting the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup is going to be at Rose Bowl? That's sick. Orioles haven't had an all-star game since 92? Really? Dude, the 92 all-star game, the home run derby, that was the best. But yeah, you guys do need one. I didn't realize it's been that long. You want another all-star game at SF, but you don't want the Super Bowl? Yes. Yes, it's different. It makes sense because it's different. There you go. Hey, there you go. Pat yourself on the back, buddy. You figured it out. Good job. Good job, Gabriel. You figured it out. Last year, Oregon played at UCLA, and there were more Duck fans than Bruins fans. Interesting. Dude, the Super Bowl, bro. It's the Super Bowl, dude. And you want me to use my restroom that I use every day? You want me to wake up and stretch in my bed like every other day? And then go down the street to the Super Bowl, dude? No. I want to be in a stupid hotel or something. I want the lobby to be filled with a bunch of jamokes. All wearing different teams. That's what I want, dude. In a city I'm not familiar with. That's what I want. I want it to feel big time. I don't want to wake up in my bed, dude. Freaking look in the fridge. I'm going to look in the fridge. Right? Like, get out of here, man. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Actually, I take it back. WrestleMania ain't that expensive as Super Bowl. Exactly, dude. Locally, so I can save and go. You did, because you're not. No, Gabe, you're wrong, dude. And I hate it for you. I hate that for you, dude. Sure, traveling to WrestleMania is cool. It's just expensive, dude. Is it all about money with you? Huh? Are some things more important than money than you, or to you, or are you just money hungry? Only 50% of the league has had 2 All-Star games, the Orioles have had. That's crazy. Yeah, Giants had, 1984 at Candlestick, then 2007 at Pac Bell Park. You don't know what the Club World Cup is. The first time all the clubs from around the world have played in this format. A Super Bowl at the Rose Bowl in the modern era would be really cool. Yeah, they would never do it, though. Yeah. Best clubs from all over Europe and the world. That's super cool. Yeah, man. I got 2 awesome history videos that I'm trying to 3 that I'm trying to finish in the next week. 2 of them are kind of connected, and then one is separate. A forgotten ghost town in the Bay Area, Greater Bay Area. An abandoned mine, and actually 2 abandoned mines. The only problem is the second video of that one, the other abandoned mine, I didn't plan for it to be a whole separate video. So I have to do like narration, intro and stuff. It's going to be different because I got to piece it together. Because I was just filming it as like an extra. Actually, it ties in. Because on our book trip, we filmed these on our book trip. So I was actually filming. I filmed an episode. But then I also was filming basically like a documentary about us creating this book, writing this book, and doing the photos. And so this part with the second mine was just gonna be part of that. But then I was like, man, screw it. Let's do it's gonna be a short episode. It's gonna be probably 4 or 5 minutes long, but it's an extra video of a cool mine with some history. So, I spent more money going to Vegas and WrestleMania and had the worst. Spent less money, had a better time. You didn't have fun in Vegas? I think you're just a party pooper, dude. SoFi is nice, but the Bowl and the Coliseum have more aura. I agree with that. Saying anything good at the University of Spoiled Children feels gross. The 49ers are in the Super Bowl and it's at Levi Stadium. All the money I don't spend on a hotel, blah, blah, blah. I could use them to buy me a ticket. I mean, bro, I get it. But for my first Super Bowl, I want it to be more special than that. Now, if I had already been to a Super Bowl, sure. But I want my first Super Bowl to be like it was growing up as a kid, where it was like, oh, where are they? New Orleans or wherever? I don't know where. Detroit? The Pontiac Silverdome? Like, I want it to feel like, wow, this whole city is like lit up for this. And it just doesn't feel like that if I'm going to this, doing the same routine. If I'm just waking up in my bed and I'm doing the same thing to get there that I do multiple times a year, I want it to be different. I want it to be special. I don't want it to be the same thing. Again, though, if I've gone to multiple, sure. But I've never been to a Super Bowl. I don't know if I'll ever go to a Super Bowl, but if I ever do, I want it to be special. I don't want to wake up in my own bed. Similarly, sluggers like Fielder, Morneau, I think maybe Howard couldn't hit any in the Cove. Dude, I don't even remember that home run derby. I got to go back and watch it. It was Prince Fielder? Man, I don't remember that at all. You think having the Super Bowl in New York was a mistake? No. Life is short. Go to the Super Bowl. Who cares where it's at? Jenny, I care, dude. I don't want to go. I don't want to have the same routine. I want it to be special. doing the same thing. Like, look, it's so much fun. Like, I've gone to 2 NFC Championship games at Levi's. It's awesome. It's fun. But I'm used to it. I want it to be all new and fresh and exciting. And I'm putting my foot down, dude. So you guys can form a coalition against me and pray on my downfall all you want. So seeing Giants win the World Series clinch at home wouldn't interest you? Well, that's different. They don't play at a neutral site. No, it's a different sport. All right, Gabriel, I think it's because you don't watch football. You don't understand, like, you were never big on the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is a destination thing. It's like if someone had a destination wedding and it was right down the street from your house. Like, it's not really a destination wedding. It's like, it's right. It's at Lake Merritt. Like, that's what it would feel like. I want the destination wedding, dude. And if I want to be, if I'm the bridesmaid, dude, I never, what is it? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, dude. Put your foot down on a thumbtack. Wow, you guys are bullies. You guys are bullies. They play Super Bowl commercials at the Super Bowl? I don't think so. No, sorry, Gabriel. I won again. I just beat you. It's okay, though. It's okay. We still love you. Everyone still loves you and cares. It's a simple... Dude, I'm not going to wake up in my own bed and go to the Super Bowl. That ain't how it works. That ain't how it works, dude. I'm out of soda. Burger King, everybody. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. If the fine folks in Burger King are in the chat and would like to link up and partner up, and I can help you guys really get a foothold in the Bay Area here. Speaking of, dude, we were talking about Allen Iverson earlier. I showed you guys this, right? Yeah, I did. We're talking about practice. We're not talking about the game. We're talking about practice. Niners did have a home game Super Bowl at Stanford Stadium. Yeah, I was 3 months old. 3 months old, and I was near the stadium, so... Yeah. Should get a BK crown. I got a Medieval Times crown. That video's got to come out too, Medieval Times. But, all right. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Pray for the world, okay? All right. F ICE, okay? All these families deserve to be kept together. Immigrants are the lifeblood of this country. They made this country great. We were all immigrants at one point. Okay. This is an inclusive channel. Shout out to that dork ass president. Doors that way, bud. Anything else? Nah. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. I don't think so. Shout out Pride Month, folks that celebrate and do all that. Why do you always want something but then say you want it in the weirdest way? That's not what it is, Gabriel. You just don't understand, all right? And first of all, you're the last person. You always want something weird. One finger on a bike. Nobody said, dude, you always want weird stuff, dude. You're always stubborn. What are you talking about? You're the most stubborn. I win again. All right, folks, please join the Discord if you haven't yet. We definitely need more energy in the Discord. More contributions. More toxicity. More arguing. Gabriel doesn't respond to anything. He just comes in and drops news articles. Right? I need someone to argue with. I'm not stubborn. Dude, I'm sorry. Dude, oh, what a jerk, dude. What a stubborn jerk I am because I want my first Super Bowl to be special. Oh, what a bad person, dude. What a villain. What a villain. You know what? I'm going to go turn myself into ice. I'm going to go deport myself, dude. Because I'm such a stubborn fool because I want my first Super Bowl to be special. What an idiot. You're the most stubborn person I know? No, you are. I win again. I've been banned from the Discord server. That's why I don't talk in the chat. Dude, this guy. Dude, he's partial owner, folks. Gabe's trying to move the Ballers to Vegas. Oh, we end on that note. I appreciate you guys. I will see you. I don't know if I'm going to any games soon, but maybe. I don't know. I might go to another Valkyries game soon. I would like to. I need to go to a Bay FC game. Oh, that's another sports video I might do. Bay FC at Avaya. I would like to do. But otherwise, yeah, appreciate it. How long has this been? Where are we at? Dang, almost 3 hours. Another good one. Yeah. Love you guys. Vertlife. Someone tell this dork ass president get out of here. All right. Love you. And that'll do it, I guess. See you next week.